blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices. Our blinds are handcrafted to fit your windows, and if they don't, for any reason, we'll remake them for free. Your satisfaction is always guaranteed at Blindster.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station. Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
GimmeTheVin.com loves buying used cars and giving you more cash for the holidays. Tall ones, short ones, wide ones, skinny ones. GimmeTheVin.com buys them all over $1,000 a week. As a matter of fact, this holiday season, if you're looking to sell your truck, your car, your van, your SUV, your exotic, your clunker, give them a shot at GimmeTheVin.com. Just click on GimmeTheVin.com and get your check on the spot.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With thatmortgageguyDon.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Discover huge savings where the wonders of the sea meet the joy of the holidays. Get fully immersed in wave pools and thrilling slides. Meet new faces with a close-up tour of playful dolphins. Slide into endless fun with surprises around every turn. And keep the party going with lively events all year long. Discover why Aquatica is the #1 outdoor water park in America. Save up to 60% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our Black Friday sale. Hurry, offer ends November 28th. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Hey Orlando, Joe Rossi here for Greenway Kia. Remember when COVID flipped the car business upside down? Back then, high demand and low inventory drove prices through the roof. Now, many people owe more on their trade-ins than they're worth. So getting the most for your trade matters more than ever. At Greenway Kia, over 40 Greenway dealerships compete to buy your trade. So you could get up to $10,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value. Visit GreenwayKias.com during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinancing. Expires 12/7/25.
If you've been thinking about upgrading your windows or patio doors, now is the perfect time because Renewal by Anderson's Black Friday sales event is here. For a limited time, get 20% off all replacement windows and patio doors. And here's the really big news. Buy now and pay nothing for 2 full years. That's right, 0 down and 0 payments until 2027. Renewal by Anderson's Acclaim Impact Windows and Doors are built for Florida homes, engineered to handle heat, humidity, and hurricanes while helping you save on energy bills year-round. And with their smart sunglass, you'll enjoy natural light while reducing heat loss and boosting your comfort. William agrees and says our horizontal slide window from Renewal by Anderson is beautiful. The quality rises above the rest. Their installation is very professional, a very good experience. I recommend Renewal by Anderson. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to see all the beautiful products they offer and check out their hassle-free process in 4 easy steps. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Rev up your riding season. Orlando Harley-Davidson has an action-packed events calendar and truckloads of 2025 models showing up every single week. From the highly sought-after Lowrider ST, Street Glide ST, and Road Glide ST to the 2025 CVOs. Orlando Harley-Davidson has a wide selection of both new and pre-owned motorcycles. Visit OrlandoHarley.com for a full list of motorcycle inventory and upcoming events. And be sure to stop by the Orlando Harley dealership located next to I-4 across from the Mall at Millennia.
This is the sound of Claire, cooking dinner at home. And that's the sound of a fraud alert from Wells Fargo, flagging a charge for a pricey restaurant in Paris. Considering Claire isn't in Paris right now, that seemed odd to the bank and to Claire. 2 taps later, Claire says nope to the charge, and Wells Fargo is on the case. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
You could win once-in-a-lifetime Can't Buy Artist experiences at the brand-new iHeartRadio Theater Orlando, powered by Sunwave Energy. We're talking VIP access, exclusive performances, and unforgettable moments. Enter now for your chance to win at RealRadio.com.
Guys, don't propose with a ring. that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect setting, matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Thursday, November 20th, 2025. Lots to get to today, from It Was All a Hoax to more new details about Anna Kepner's mystery cruise death, and critics absolutely trash the new Wicked movie. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Howdy ho.
C-Lane is out. Hello, Josh.
What's up?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Ha! Your message is rolling right to the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good, ready to party. How are you?
My allergies are murdering me today.
Same.
Okay, good.
Have you tried 4 Benadryls and 2 Claritins?
No, the Benadryls just kind of make my brain mush. I did too many of the nose sprays yesterday, and I've been getting yelled at more and more for it. So I try to do less of the Flonase, and then I get in here, I'm like,
more Flonase. Now you have a secret stash that you're hiding under the desk. Courtney can't see you doing it.
No, like the bigger shame level is I go, are you going to the grocery store? And Courtney goes, yeah. And I go, can you get me some more Flonase? She's like, I just got you Flonase. And I'm like, oh my God.
You're an animal.
I know. So I'm working through it. I'm working through it one thing at a time, just like we will today. One segment at a time we'll work through this show. Now let's start out. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to, well, a brand new commercial, everybody. And just before you ask, this is real. This is a real commercial. And this commercial was created by the U.S. government. All right.
Oh,
and I want to know if you like the commercial or if you hate the commercial. That's all I want to know. I'm going to let it roll here. This is a brand new commercial that just dropped from the United States government on the topic of flying, commercial flights, and our very own C-Lane taking one today. So maybe this will impact him more. But here we go. Here we go.
Let's fly, let's fly.
All right, we got a plane taking off.
It's got royalties.
Air travel is a miracle of American ingenuity. We build airports to launch a golden age of travel across the sky.
All right, what we're seeing so far is old throwback stuff from the days of yesteryear when you used to fly on planes. These are like old commercials and stuff.
Narration as well seems very old.
It does. It's classic, but it's going in a direction here. So let's see.
We respected the dignity of air travel and the men and women who made the dream possible. Flying was a bastion of civility.
All right.
But today...
Oh my God. It cuts from like flying in the olden days and the golden days to everybody's got their feet on top of the chairs. Everybody's fighting each other.
Question for you, government. When did that change? When he took smoking in planes out of the picture?
That's it.
Correlation does not equal causation, but probably around that time, things did start to fall apart. I blame it on the discount airlines. The discount airlines came into play, and then everybody said, "What, we can fly too?" And then people went up and starting fights in midair and rubbing their feet on the back of your head. And that's what they're highlighting here. This is from the U.S. government. Fighting, kicking, punching, smacking. Oh, we just had this lady on the show the other day.
That's Orlando, isn't it?
This is our local airport, everybody.
Orlando.
We made it.
Other markets will give you a shout out if you too are featured in here, but this is MCO Airport.
But manners don't stop at the gate.
That's right. Manners don't stop at the gate. Things aren't what they used to be.
Sean Duffy.
Some would call it the golden age of travel. Let's bring civility and manners back.
All right.
Ask yourself, are you helping a pregnant woman put her bag in the overhead bin?
No.
Are you dressing with respect? Are you keeping control of your children? Are you saying thank you to your flight attendants and your pilots?
Yes.
Are you saying please and thank you in general? The golden age of travel begins with you.
The golden age of travel, baby. Now, I didn't hear
right.
any concrete ideas of how we're supposed to do this.
How
but,
much of my tax dollars went to this piece of crap?
U.S. Department of Transportation, how dare you call it a piece of crap, putting together this cinema at 90 seconds long. It's time to bring back civility and manners. Is it a good ad or a bad ad? All right, that's what I want to know from you right now. Chat, folks, let us know what you think. The golden age of travel starts with all this. I don't know what my walkaway is. What's my takeaway from this? Normally,
obviously
I go,
a changed man and or woman.
But, like, I want the golden age of travel to come back. I want it to be more civil. I want people to respect their flight attendants and their pilots and the whole process and their fellow travelers. I want everybody to do better. But what am I supposed to do? What am I getting from this ad that I'm supposed to take away here?
You got to fly in a suit. He said it.
Fly in a suit, help pregnant ladies. Say thank you to the stewardess. Flight attendants.
I'll do that one.
Thank you.
I'll do the please and thank you one. And I think everybody on this show is fairly polite in that way, so we're good at that.
Not C-Lane.
No. He's on a flight right now yelling at a flight attendant currently in this very moment.
I'm allowed to drink out of a Chapoon bottle.
The thing he's got going on right now is, I don't know if it's on the way there or back. He told me, he's like, our close friend is going to be the flight attendant on this flight. So they're going to be like hooking us up. And I go, are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
This plane is going to be full bridesmaids mode. Colonial man on the wing. C-Lane's going to be absolutely hammered. It's a disaster. This ain't going to be the golden age of travel. But I want it. But what do we think? Is this ad good or bad? Let us know with your thoughts today. Sabrina doesn't like it. She's not a fan.
I just, I think it was a little cheap. You're using other people's footage, and then you plopped yourself in a green screen.
Let me give you the facts. The facts. This is what they say along with the ad. So I'm just going with what they're calling these the facts. A 400% increase in outbursts on planes since 2019. 1 in 5 flight attendants report experiencing physical incidents. Unruly passenger events have doubled since 2019, but it doesn't have to be this way. The golden age of travel starts with all of us. It's time to bring back civility and manners when we travel. Okay, you got me, all right? I'm interested. I want to fix traveling. You should have followed it up with everybody who gets in a fight while in the middle of their journey goes straight to jail and goes on the no-fly list. You got to give me something. Like, what are we going to do? What's the punishment? What's the stick? What's the carrot? What's the nothing?
Many a times, asshole airlines.
That could be a starter movement. And then after you get booted off that one, of course, you're gone forever, right? Like, you're just not flying.
Yeah. Oh,
you're relegated to buses. You are relegated to buses for the rest of your life. I just need more teeth here. I need an idea of what we're supposed to do to make it the golden age of travel once more. Let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Well, they were wondering whether it was going to happen or not, but it did happen last night. Trump signed the bill that is supposed to release the Epstein files. Ooh. Now what happens is the question, but here's how it came across.
Breaking news from Washington. President Donald Trump has signed the bill to release the files on Jeffrey Epstein. The bill was passed by both houses of Congress and sent to the president's desk this evening. The president had been against releasing the files for some time and then decided just in the last couple of days that he was for it and wanted to make sure that the both houses of Congress knew that he would sign that bill if it got to his desk. It did, and he has now signed it.
All right, so the bill is signed now.
Did he just say the same
thing? That was a lot,
right? 3 times.
It was like he read his script and her script. And then this and then this.
I just want to let you know that the bill has been signed by the president. The president did sign that bill, and the bill has been signed by the president.
New guy on the teleprompter tonight, I think. Is
0 commas or spaces.
I think we need more details. Can we get more details right at the beginning of this whole thing? That's what this sounded like. But the crux of the matter is that President Trump signed this bill, and now the Epstein files are to be released. The deal says that they have to be released within 30 days. All right, 30 days. That's the deal. So you can start putting your money on whether or not we're going to see some bombshells or if anything interesting is going to happen as a result of this. Oh, is that when it will be?
No, I mean, technically,
close-ish. The week before Christmas. And the closer you get to Christmas, the more that's like a dead zone in the news cycle. But I just don't think we're going to have anything crazy come out of this. It will be interesting to watch. I'll see whatever comes out and spread the word to you and all that good stuff. But that's that. It's been signed. It's supposed to be released in the next 30 days, and we shall see what happens when that does indeed come out. All right, it was all a hoax. I've got a story for you today about this amazing tale, and everybody was shocked by what happened in this case. Until it came out, the whole thing was a hoax. Jussie Smollett level hoax, all right? Ooh. I mean, big hoax. What was happening here? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747.
Hello!
Road rangers are on scene on I-4. You're going to run into some familiar delays.
Welcome to Thursday. Put your pants on, please.
There's a crash, slowing things down a bit on US.
Pants on, everybody. That means you. Pants on, please. Bootsy, you heard me. Now.
This report is sponsored by Valve.
Pants are in the show. Hang on, I gotta check in. Hello? Just tell me when you see. That doesn't help. I don't care about that. How about shoes on? Amy, why would I wear shoes? I got a carpet in here. I feel like a rock band. So I gotta have no shoes. It's very comfortable. Okay, couple minutes and we're back. What do we think of the TSA government ad about bringing back the golden age of travel? Good or bad? Your judgment on that ad that we just showed. Good or bad? What do you think? Hey Amy, hey Angel, hey Kokomo, Yuckers, Man Kickin', Jeffrey, Rachel, Tanya, hello everybody. Good, I liked it. So bad that I love it. Are those space pants? Space pants? Is this like some pickup line? Bad. Ad is bad. The ad is bad. Okay. Simple enough. I understand. Oh. Gotta get my voice warmed up. I stopped flying years ago unless I have to, says Alan. I hadn't seen at least half of those fight videos, so I liked it. There was some good ones in there, right? I love the, like, when you absolutely raise your voice in a closed space. I will lean my chair back if I want to. 3 minutes and we're back. Sean, at least wear some funny slippers. Look, you can't. Can you even see my feet? That's my question. How are you guys even seeing my feet? Are my feet visible right now? Because when I'm right here, you can't. There's no way you can see my feet. I'm telling you, my Fights in Flights Fight League idea could kick off. Instead of an octagon, it's a simulated airplane cabin. Man, that could be good. You just get like a broken down 767. And you retrofit the like fuselage area so that you can fight in the aisle. You can take refuge over in the seats areas, or if you get pinned in there, you're really bad off. You could grab up high on the storage bins and like swing in and kick somebody. And then you could have it all on like a wired setup so that you could simulate the plane going down or drastically like gaining altitude. I watch. 2 minutes. When they hit turbulence, they grapple. I mean, this sounds like it would be an exciting watch, yes? Simulate the Hurricane Hunter plane? My God. Imagine those fights. We can see your little piggies? There's no way you can see my feet right now. The camera is up here. The refs dressed as flight attendants? Yeah. Okay, we're coming back, folks. It's time to get into it. It was all a hoax. This is maybe a bigger hoax than Jussie Smollett. Crazy story. Let's get into the details. E. coli feet. Come on. Come on. Here we go.
Guys don't propose with a ring that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect setting, matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com, where engagement's middle name.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays.
Copyright.
And search Holiday and find Magic 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station. Plus stations playing specialized holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
Are you shopping for hurricane impact windows? Get your free quote now, ReeseWindows.com.
Radio.
breaking news meets broken people. This is the News Junkie.
It's insane. We're almost done with 2025.
God.
It's like the year has just blown by for me, and it's crazy to think that we're almost done with 2025. On to 2026. Each of these years that we go by makes me feel like I'm in future times as it goes. It's so weird. It's very, very strange, but we're almost done with 2025. We can't be done with 2025 until we get to the bottom of all of the viral news, though. It's kind of what happens around here. And I want to tell you a story now about a hoax. And this wasn't just like a little hoax. Like, this was a let's go all the way big hoax, Josh. All right?
Big hoax.
This was a full-size hoax. And it's all about this woman. Hang on, I'll bring her up for those of you on the stream side of things in just a moment here. Okay, it's all about this woman right here. And her name is Natalie Green.
Say less.
And she said she had been attacked, right? So she goes, look, this happened back in July. She said, I was attacked by 3 men. One of them had a gun, and he was threatening to shoot me while mentioning my boss's name. All right. So she said, like, over and over and over, they were mentioning her boss's name. This woman was the staffer for a Republican congressman. Okay. That's what her job was. And she dialed 911. She's freaking out. She's saying, I've been attacked, and this is just absolutely insane here. The cops show up. She's zip tied.
Oh,
right?
Boy.
Yeah. She's zip tied up. And she's like, on the ground in this foresty area. And they said, Jesus, all right, let's start investigating. Somebody attacked her because of her political leanings. They shouted out about all of this stuff, et cetera, et cetera. They also wrote some things, or Jesus.
Whoa.
Scrawled something. It says Trump whore on one side of her body. And then another side of her body had some other, like, pretty aggressive things. There's other messages carved into her, allegedly, or like on her body. She said these 2 men grabbed her, pulled up her shirt, and restrained her before tying her up and cutting into her and scraping her all over the place.
God.
And all of this comes out. The cops are looking into it, and they found out entire thing is a hoax. Totally fake. Totally Jussie Smolletted their way through this story.
In the sense of,
absolutely fake.
Like, was she still at the hospital, or even those pictures are fake?
No, the photos of, like, the scene and the cops and the 911, all of that is real. All of that is absolutely real. But beyond that, the story was not real. She made all of this up. And it became very quickly, when it happened, a viral story, but there was no truth behind this. Now, let me bring up, here's a Channel 10 NBC with some details. It says a former staffer for U.S. Representative Jeff Van Drew, I don't know him, but Jeff Van Drew is from New Jersey, a Republican, is accused of faking a political attack against herself, going so far as to have an artist scar her body and write the words Trump whore on her stomach. Natalie Green, 26, of Ocean City, New Jersey, was charged with conspiracy to convey false statements and hoaxes and making false statements to federal law enforcement. So, like, she called 911. She told the cops she'd been attacked. All fake.
What?
On July 23rd,
thinking?
On July 23rd, she called 911. She said she had been attacked by 3 men while walking on a trail at a nature preserve. The woman claimed the men called her out by name and referenced her employment with a federal official, later identified as Congressman Jeff Van Drew from Jersey. When police arrived at the scene, they found her on the ground in a wooded area near the trail with her hands and feet bound together with black zip ties. Her shirt was pulled over her head and was also tied with a zip tie. She had several lacerations on her face, neck, upper chest, and shoulder. And for those of you who saw it, like, she was cut up really bad. Like, it's bad. And it also said Trump whore on one side of her, and then Van Drew is racist on her body. And that's the congressman that she worked for. Green told police that at least one of the men who attacked her said he had a gun and threatened to shoot her, and they held her down, restrained her, cutting her and writing on her body. She went to the hospital and described the attack to an FBI agent a few days later. During the investigation, here's the big Smollett twist, the turn here. During the investigation, however, officials determined Green had lied about the attack. Instead, Green paid a body modification scarification artist to cut the lacerations on her face, neck, and chest.
What? So
that's
she
crazy.
Was down to have those scars forever.
Yeah, can you believe, though, that you could go into some sort of body modification place and they would do this I'll put this up on See It Now, but
pretty crazy.
It's crazy that they would do this to you, basically just cut all over you.
I mean, you could pay anyone to do anything, I feel like, at this point. Is it someone that they will attach an LLC to, that this is what they do all the time? Or is that going to lighten it up, and that's her attempt, and whoever put this all together to say, well, that professional was the one who took the ticket?
No, I don't think the person really knew what was going on, because what happened was, Sabrina, they traced her steps via her phone, and they're like, when she was out in this wooded area, she came directly from a tattoo store.
Wow.
So they started looking into the tattoo place, and they said, hey, do you guys know who this person is? And they said, yeah, I did body modifications on her, and that was the lacerations all over her body. And then they also found out that she had black zip ties in her car, which were similar to the ones that were used to bind her arms and feet. Investigators said 2 days before the attack, the cell phone of her co-conspirator had been used to search for zip ties near me. So somebody was working with her on this. Zip ties
Go
near
to
me.
Home Depot, idiot.
Where can I find them? Green appeared in federal court yesterday. She was in federal court yesterday, released on a $200,000 unsecured bond. And it was there that they announced that this entire attack on her was completely a hoax. I mean, there's got to be this brings me back to the story I've talked about a couple of times where that young girl said she was attacked by Obama supporters the one time.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
She said they carved a bee into her cheek, but the bee was backwards because she carved it while looking in the mirror herself.
Dumbass.
And they quickly exposed that she had made this whole thing up. And it goes into even the Jussie Smollett stuff. Jussie Smollett's the whole thing was done because he wanted attention. He wanted to victimize himself to jumpstart his career and take off. And it didn't work. It backfired miserably. Some of these things, I'm like, what would possess a person to physically harm themselves that bad and make up this whole elaborate, insane story that is almost, destined to become a hoax when they find out what you're lying about.
But see, that second part you just said, Sean, is what they do not consider. Is you're going to get caught immediately. You're not considering how stupid this all looks and how easily everyone is going to see right through it.
But then you're scarred forever. You got the story about you lying, and you're going to jail.
It's just a different mindset. It's the same people that do, the Munchausen by proxy, faking you're pregnant.
It's crazy.
I mean, I think I could speak for the three of us, would not ever know what that is to be in that place.
Hopefully.
It's a chemical imbalance.
I guess I would say what happened here may be similar to what happened with the woman who disappeared or came back on Thanksgiving.
The runner
shoot.
I
can't remember her name at the
she was
moment.
branded as well, right?
Yeah. Same kind of thing. No, what was it?
Was it Papini?
Yep.
Papini, Sherry Papini. Similar to the Sherry Papini story, where you make up this grandiose, elaborate, insane lie, and then everybody feels for you until we start to pick apart the story, and we're like, wait, hold on, this doesn't add up. This doesn't add up. This doesn't add up. And this person was absolutely lying about the whole thing. I'll put the photos of this up on See It Now because it is pretty crazy to see what this woman had done to herself or was willing to do to try to get attention in this case. But as I told you, the whole thing was one big hoax and just completely made up by her. All right, let's see. I'm putting it up on See It Now. Hoax attack revealed.
Zip ties.
Even weirder is she had a whole other person willing to go along with all that.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything in this about who the person was. So I don't know who her co-conspirator was, but we could try to find out more about that during the show today. I put it up on See It Now so you could see what was actually done to her body. It's over there on the newsjunkie.com right now. All a big, giant hoax, though, friends. All right, we'll take a look at what you have on your mind, sending in dispatches. A lot of you already are jumping on board, responding to that airline civility ad that kicked us off today. From the government, from the federal government, and Sean Duffy from the Trump administration, it says we need to go back to the golden age of flying. We need to go back to the days when it was upscale and fancy and respectful, and it was a better experience. Now, my problem with the ad was they didn't tell us new punishments for people who don't do this. They didn't tell us what ways we could actually help out and maybe turn people in who are behaving badly on the plane. I need more info. I legitimately think they should weaponize the no-fly list for these antisocial lunatics on planes.
Yeah, but the bus industry is going to be so mad.
But too bad. It's already screwed. I'm never taking a bus. It ain't affecting me. The bus industry sucks already. Let them suck more. The airplane industry affects all of us, and we're trying to fly around, go somewhere, and just chill out, and we got problems. I think they should say, look, one strike and you're out. You're in a fight on an airplane, you're on the no-fly list, you cannot fly for a decade. Worse than a DUI. Come up with something new here. An FUI, flying under the influence, you get charged with flying under the influence, you got to take courses, you got to pay a bunch of fines, and you can't fly on a commercial flight for a decade. We need some teeth.
I hear what you're saying, but it's going to create such chaos. Some people have these mental breakdowns, and we just heard about that pilot who tried to shut off all the engines, and he got away with it scot-free. Mm-hmm. Did he not? So maybe you have those. If I'm going with at least what the court said, he had a mental breakdown that was a one-off issue or event. So timeout room. You have a soundproof chair, maybe two at this point, given all the consistency of crazy people on planes, and you shut the door and no one else is disturbed.
I think all you have to do, because that's too much buy-in. The airlines aren't going to make a little prison cell in the back of the plane. They already have some stuff to deal with this. I think for realsies to deal with this, all you have to do is say, well, we're going to separate incidents into mental health issues and antisocial behavior. And if you're just a loser, if you're just somebody who ruins everything, off the flight onto the no-fly list. I think that would change things. Anyhow, back to the email. This person says, the airline industry was initially controlled by the government. After 1978, the only regulation was for safety by the FAA. At this point, I don't think you could completely blame people for being stressed out or just saying there's more bad people. The airlines have made flying such a miserable, uncomfortable experience. No matter what, people will snap more often. Long wait times, complicated flight changes, and tiny seats will not exactly improve anybody's mood. That's true. It's like if you put animals in the zoo, if you do it right, they can live a decent life and it could be a great educational experience. If you make their enclosures smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, all of a sudden you're going to notice they're all fighting each other and there's chaos everywhere. So, yeah, I agree with that level of this for sure. Anonymous emails about this and says, I like how they highlighted that these stats have increased so much since 2019. A lot of these disrespectful and violent outbreaks were probably during the years of COVID when people were not at ease because of the mask mandates. Also, if our president doesn't have respect and manners, how can the government try to tell civilians to do so? Oh, come on. Come on. So people in Washington don't have any manners, so we're all forced to not have any manners. We can do better than that. We could do better than that, I think. Yes, we do see a lot more of these outbreaks, but that's because of the fact that everybody has a recording device in their hands at all times these days. While Anonymous, while I agree that we see more because everybody's filming everything, I do agree with that. And I think that's something to think about in these circumstances. I still think it's happening more. I still think there's a social thing going on. These kids that grew up and parentless house where they were just doing whatever they wanted to, became adults. They're flying on planes. They're obsessed with getting respect from everybody and giving none back. They have no shame at all, and they fly on the same planes as you and I. That is what I think is the problem. Let us know what you think. Send it a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Over on Twitch, Laheva Rasta says, I agree that airlines are partly to blame. They've made flying not as enjoyable an experience by adding fee after fee after fee and making the seats smaller. Very true. Robert on YouTube says, bring back smoking on planes.
Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know if that's going to fix it. If everybody gets a little THC drink before you take off, that might fix things.
They start to freak out. I mean, if someone does the study, like someone who has an airplane freak out has to be taken off the plane, ask them if they smoke or not. Ask them if they vape. Mm-hmm. And what would be the difference if the flight attendant was like, if you calm down and just sit in your seat, do not disturb anyone else, we'll give you 2 puffs of the vape. Would that change anything?
Depends on how drunk they were. So, sometimes it might work. Sometimes somebody might go, okay. But then hold on. Are there people who start purposely getting in trouble because they want a couple of puffs?
Oh, I'm sure. This is
while they're on the flight, like, just to get some attention. There's got to be that problem too. All right, we'll hear from all of you. All of your feedback is important, so send that over to us. What's an Ozempic Thanksgiving? We'll talk about that. That's a huge story making the rounds as we get closer to Turkey Day. We've also got another person dead at Disney and more shocking details on this cruise murder mystery of the 18-year-old that we've been following. Some new details coming in. We'll get to that very soon on the show. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Have you guys ever heard of tonsil stones? Also called tonsillitis. Jack, I'm getting this right.
Are you?
I am. Tonsillitis. Oh, God. I think it's tonsillitis. God.
You are the gift that keeps on giving.
Is it tonsillitis?
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Thursday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast. And for today, we're expecting another warm one. Temperatures will be soaring well into the low and middle 80s for this afternoon, with a high of around 83 degrees today in Orlando under mostly sunny skies. That is still going to be about 5 to 6 degrees above our normal high temperature of around 78 degrees in Orlando. So as we head throughout the next couple of days, we'll still see temperatures in the mid 80s. So far, we could see some changes arrive by the Thanksgiving holiday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, getting started has never been easier. Thanks to multiple start dates, a generous transfer credit policy, and no SAT or ACT requirements. You bring the ambition, we'll help you build the future. Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Folks, if you have a problem with your air conditioner, don't worry. Don't rush to YouTube. Don't try to fix it yourself and break things even worse and end up in the hospital because you didn't know what the heck you were doing. Just call Mills Air. It's as easy as that. It's the company that is going to be the honest company you're looking for. They are locally owned and operated. They are family owned and operated. They are an amazing company led by a great guy in Leon Mills, and they're ready to help you out. So it's as easy as that. You put your hand by the vent, the AC's not working right. Don't freak out. Don't panic. Just call 407-277-1159. That gets you on the line with Mills Air. And then the process is started. Before you know it, you'll be fixed and back as comfortable as you always wanted to be. 407-277-1159 or find them online at millsair.com. Hello. I am dying. Hello. I think I need one more spray. Just one more. I'm not asking for a lot. Hello? If you watch it again, tell me, like, try to look for something that looks off, if you can. Thank you. Hello. All right. Audio sync issues while you're with your feed while on air. Great. Hang on.
Government trying to tell civilians to do so. Oh,
Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusive supply.
Guys, don't propose with a ring that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect set.
Okay. I'm working on the audio video sync. That's something that C-Lane usually fixes. We'll get that fixed as fast as possible. Sorry in the meantime. That's how it goes. If we fix this time, though, if Josh fixes it, then we'll know how to fix it next time it happens when it does occur. I got documents. I got court documents on this whole hoax story, and they're pretty wild. So we'll do that together in a bit.
Podcasts.
And you can access them instantly by making them a preset.
And it's all 100% free.
Join the millions who already have it on their smartphone.
The free iHeartRadio app, the #1 app for radio.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassy's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
Hang out with you today in the world's most viral newsroom, as per usual. Shouts out to our friends hanging out in West Palm Beach today on our affiliate, Real Radio 92.1. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Love that station down there. Thanks for being with us. Join this show today and any day by sending a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. On the hoax story we talked about, I just got my hands on the court case against her. I got like the documents about their investigation. So we'll go a little deeper into that in a bit. We'll talk about what's going on with that for sure. Right now, I also want to get into a couple more of your comments. Well, we'll get to that in a moment, actually, because a lot of people wanted to talk about that airline ad. But there is something that they're calling the Ozempic Thanksgiving.
Oh.
And you can probably take this with a grain of salt. It's probably not a real thing.
All they're eating on Thanksgiving.
That's basically what it boils down to, Sabrina. It's like everything is now smaller because everybody at your Thanksgiving table is going to be on GLP-1s. They're all going to be Ozempic, Kilimanjaro'd out, and they are all going to be with a lesser appetite than they generally are at the Thanksgiving table. And this says, say goodbye to gravy. Welcome to the Ozempic era of Thanksgiving. I still question a lot of stuff like this. Like, what percentage of Americans, Josh, maybe this is a search we can lock in on the data with.
At least 12.
What percentage of Americans are on GLP-1s? I would say 5, maybe. I think that, I don't know, is that high? Like, we're talking about
of all
a
Americans,
lot of people.
I mean adults. So
oh my God,
10. I say 10%.
You're not going to believe this. Approximately 12% of Americans currently use GLP-1 drugs.
He got it right off the jump. 12. That's a lot, man. 12%. 12% of the country uses these drugs like Wegovy or Ozempic, these GLP-1s. So 1 out of every 10 people at your Thanksgiving table will probably be eating a little bit less this year.
I mean, where are we at as far as how many adult Americans are overweight or morbidly obese.
Oh, God. Way more than 12%. What, 50, 60% maybe?
How many Americans?
Yeah. What percentage of Americans are over obese? 65?
27%.
You think only 27% of Americans are obese?
37%. I'll go 37.
What is man? I mean, granted, this figure's from about 2017, 2018, but it says approximately 42.4% of U.S. adults had obesity and 30.7% were overweight as of 2017, 2018, according to the CDC.
Yeah.
So many points.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one, too, because, like, I would be considered obese on the obesity scale.
You'd be overweight, wouldn't it?
And I know that's not going to shock either one of you on the show today.
I don't think you're obese. I mean, dude, like BMIs, it's also very outdated. I don't think they've updated the BMI chart in many, many years. But
I think they tell me to be like 165 or 175. And I would be...
in that case, I am morbidly obese.
I would be like vacuum packed if that was
you look like Ariana Grande.
I would. I'd just be like a frame with long nails from the new Wicked movie. That's what your table is going to look like for Thanksgiving. All of these little tiny people showing up from the Ozempic mines, all ready to hang out with you. And this says, we are reducing the portion sizes in all of our prepared meals. Some of the stores are saying. Other people are saying we're making less because people are eating less in the United States of America. There's a consumption reduction. Consumption reduction.
What's your function?
Something like that. There's a consumption reduction going on in the United States of America where people are all on the Ozempics. They're losing weight. Where people are all going to the THC drinks and drinking less alcohol. There's a sea change afoot here. And it doesn't bode that well, at least on the GLP side for Thanksgiving. But if you're in that position, if you're on Ozempic and headed to a Thanksgiving, tell us if it's going to impact things for you or what you plan to do. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Here is Pilot Mike with a dispatch. Let's see what Pilot Mike has to say.
Hey, junkies.
Hey.
First off, disclaimer, I am a private pilot, not a commercial pilot.
Cool.
If it matters.
Still good.
In reference to the air travel thing, the answer to unruly passengers has been hidden in plain sight from the beginning.
I'm listening.
Close the airport bars and remove alcohol from the equation.
I'm not listening anymore.
I hate to say it, he's probably right. But it's too big of a punishment for everybody else.
Exactly. I can control myself. You don't want to see me not on alcohol, freaking out.
And then all I'm going to do is drink before I get to the airport because the drinking is going to happen. All right, at some point in time. He's not wrong, though.
No way. But I'm not naive enough to think that's really going to happen.
Okay, good.
Second, one of the parts of the campaign I heard from earlier in another news program is that airline employees are relying on passengers to help them and assist them with unruly passengers if it happens.
We don't have air marshals?
If the airline's comping my ticket, sure, I'll lend a hand. Otherwise, hell no.
Oh, he says
I'm not going to get elbowed, spit, and potentially sued to help a flight attendant with an unruly passenger.
Wow, he doesn't want to help even though they're asking for help. He's saying that's not my business. I don't want to get sued.
Man, I could see where he's coming from, though. A lot of people will turn this around. I found myself this year in a situation where I was trying to help somebody who was passed out at the wheel in the middle of a parking lot. And they tried to get me in trouble.
You don't know. Look, there are... You now know, I'm sure you knew this before this, there are some crazy-ass people out there.
Some of the craziest. Like
there
that
are some crazy-ass people out there, right? But I draw one line here, and we'll see if you cowards are with me or not. If somebody is getting into a little skirmish with the person next to him, I'm with Pilot Mike. I'm not getting involved. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's what. I'm not Judge Joe Brown. Not even close. And I can't figure that out. So that's on the airline staff to figure that out. But if somebody jumps up with a box cutter or something and they're like, Buddha, bada, Buddha, I'm going to take the flight down. Everybody get in your seat. I am let's rollin'. And I'm going to try. In that case, I'm jumping up and I'm doing something. In the case of a little skirmish between two people, I just don't know. Like, I don't know if the guy was right or the woman was right or the other woman was right or How do I know who's right in these circumstances?
Do we not have air marshals anymore? Was that always a rumor?
No, we've always had air marshals, but what, Josh, back to it, Josh.
All right.
What percentage of flights have air marshals on them? I say 10 to 15.
If it's 12 again, I swear to God.
Just retire. You're done with for the day if it's a 12, okay? I would say, 10, 15?
Less than 5%.
Less? Okay, yeah. I mean, the whole thing with air marshals has always been there's very, 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 very few of them, but there's the threat that you don't want to do something on an airplane because maybe yours is one with an air marshal on it.
That threat is in one ear and out the other of all those crazy people.
For a lot of these people, it seems to be, yeah. By the way, that's somebody I'd love to hear from. If you're an air marshal, no, if you're an air marshal and you're willing to talk, we could keep you anonymous. But I have some questions. If you're an air marshal and you're willing to talk, please reach out. Tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com with your contact info. Would love to hear from you. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Another one here. It's a lot of people talking about planes. Here's Got Crypto.
Hey, Sean, that video is absolutely right. You know, people fly with less civility. Same could be said about the roads, lines, public, everything. But the airlines themselves have treated passengers with less civility for a while, taking away more features, cramming you in there, getting rid of reclining seats, meals, snacks,
charging
even the ability
more
to choose your own seat in a lot of cases. I think that has gone a long way to foster that sense to people of this isn't such a special thing. This is just like taking an Airbus, for example.
Right.
That's all I got, man.
Everybody's hitting on this same point, but it's a really good one, honestly. It's a powerful one in terms of arguments. If you want me to treat the commercial flying experience as something more upscale, well, you're going to have to give me a more upscale product, because back in the day, they had all of the room in the world. They were paying a pretty penny, and they were served full meals on a lot of these flights. It was very high end, so they dressed nice. They were more respectful. The riffraff was priced out. Always price out the riffraff, please. Always, please. And when they did all of these things, and it seemed upscale, people behaved in a more professional, upscale way. When people get on the flight, just like these dispatchers are saying, and there's no seat room, and everybody's pushed in there like a bunch of animals, they're going to behave like animals. They're little demons in a metal tube together, and it's going to go that way. there's no way around it. Another person has died at Disney World. No. This is the fifth person in less than a month. I still say that these stories are kind of really, they're outsider stories that don't take into account how many damn people are at Disney World at any given moment. Disney World encompasses, just so folks know, you've got the Magic Kingdom, you've got Animal Kingdom, you've got Hollywood Studios, you've got, what am I missing? I'm missing
the one you were just at.
Epcot.
You've got Epcot. You've got all like the water parks, all of these areas all together, along with many, 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 many hotels. There's a big population in what they call Disney World, the most magical place on earth. This is the fifth person confirmed to have died in the last month or so. The unidentified guest was reportedly pronounced dead at Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa. And
so
that's
it's
according
a new hot
to
headline.
The medical examiner's office. Although there was a death at Disney Saratoga Springs Resort, we declined jurisdiction. They said, Oh, and they pointed this account, and I followed this immediately, by the way. There's an account, Walt Disney World active police calls, that tells you only the drama and the arrests and the cop situations and everything.
Subscribe.
Only going on in the Walt Disney World area with like little maps and everything. I'm in. Yeah, I followed that one pretty quickly after. So yeah, there's more and more of these stories. When you see them, it just happens. People die. Unfortunately, when there's that many people in one place, it becomes a little more obvious. And it's just a chain of stories. Let us know what you think, though. Send us a dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com right now. Quick break. When we come back, we've got a bunch of things to get to, including an update on this murder mystery on a cruise ship. The 18-year-old, who it looks like was killed, her stepbrother may be charged
we did learn some new information today. And so I've got that info for you, which I think some of it is a game changer. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number one preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a crash getting cleared up on Forest City Road at Sand Lake Road, an accident on Orange Blossom Trail at Apopka Expressway on I-4. You're going to run into some familiar delays piling up between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. There's congestion at the ramp junction where Florida's Turnpike and the Beach Line meet. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida West Volusia Emergency. HCA Florida West Volusia Emergency in DeLand is now open. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Lake Monroe Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. The moment you've been waiting for all year, it's here. The McRib is back at McDonald's. No more daydreaming about that saucy, tangy barbecue flavor because it's back in your hands where it belongs. Now, get 20% off when you spend $10 or more only in the McDonald's app. Pair it up with some fries and a Diet Dr. Pepper. Don't wait. The McRib won't stick around forever. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 12/31/25 at participating McDonald's. Valid twice a week. Must opt into rewards. Excludes tax. Diet Dr. Pepper is a registered trademark of Dr. Pepper 7-Up, Inc.
Extra value meals are back. For just $5, get a savory and sweet sausage, egg, and cheese.
Hello. Quick note, everybody. I just made a couple of changes to the audio-video delay. When we come back, let me know if that has remedied itself, okay? Show rating today is based on how high you can lift your foot to your head. Is there a better way? Really want to get that 10. Good morning, Project Aries. Good morning, everybody. Hello. If you have a second, make sure you hit like over on the YouTube stream. That's greatly appreciated. Man, his voice does not match up with his lips. Don't mess with me. Do not mess with me. All right, I changed the delay settings. Hopefully it's matched up when it comes back. If it's not, let me know. Can't believe Courtney didn't tell me that was off. She's not paying any attention. I'm going to yell at her. I want you to be a witness to this. Hey! Why didn't you tell me the audio-video sync was off when I had you? Why do they need to tell me? Why can't you tell me? Why wouldn't you tell me? You're scared of me? You're scared of me why? Oh, because I'm so tough. Okay, now you're just... You didn't pay any attention, did you?
I saw it was off. I thought they would tell you.
You could have told me, and I would have... And now I've been embarrassed.
Well, it's Josh's fault.
Okay, blaming Josh. All right, I see. I'll tell him you said that.
No, stop.
No, I'll tell him you said that. You guys heard that. It's Josh's fault. You couldn't just simply tell me?
Did they tell you?
They did tell me eventually, but I was like, I've been sold out. Bitcoin dropping below 88,000, everybody. Bitcoin dropping below 88,000.
Just a bit of a downturn for you Bitcoiners. Lady, we're not doing the cheese thing. Get out of here.
Look how cute she is.
She probably would tell me if there was a delay on the audio and video.
I thought you would figure it out.
I got you, dude. Ready? We're coming up.
Oh.
I'm going to shoot you at the camera. What do you think, dude? Yeah, okay. Okay. No, we're not doing that.
Says maybe though.
I got 90 seconds. I can't be doing this nonsense. Next time, tell me when it's messed up. Tell me, is that messed up still?
No, what looks at it.
Is it crystal clear or no?
I don't know what you consider crystal clear, but I think it looks good.
Does it look blurry, out of focus? Are the colors off?
No.
Don't ever tell them you're scared of me again. Or I'll give you a reason to be scared of me. How high can you lift your leg up?
Oh, this one probably higher.
Oh my God! You think I can get mine on this?
I used to be able to.
Oh my God, I can't do that. Can I get mine? I got it up there. Okay, that's as high as I can do. Get out! Get out of here! Everybody, playtime is over. Unbelievable. All right, we're coming back, everybody. Hey, cameraman, do you care to join us? Unbelievable.
Windows, get your free quote now, reesewindows.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Need help after an accident? Just call Mo. Learn more at JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This
Josh, just so you know, when given the opportunity to blame somebody for the audio-video delay on our video stream today, Courtney immediately blamed you. She immediately blamed you.
That's nice.
So your fault.
What did I do to you?
I went out during the break and I said, why didn't you tell me that our mouths weren't matched up with the audio from the show, that the delay was off? And she goes, she knew the stream camera was on, Skull Mike, and so she goes, because I'm scared of you. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then she didn't know where to go from there. So she's like, it's Josh's fault. So hopefully it's fixed now. I hope it's fixed now. If it's fixed now, let me know over on the chat side.
If it's fixed now, I fixed it, and you're welcome.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank
Excellent
you.
work all the way around. All right, we got the hoax story. I have the police report on that. We're going to get into that in a bit. But I want to give you some updates on what is the big and rolling story out there that a lot of people have focused on, and that is the death of this young girl, Anna Kepner, 18 years old. She was a teen from Titusville, Florida, and she died on a Carnival cruise ship. She was on a cruise to Mexico, and she ended up dying in the journey back to Tampa, Florida. And at first, I mean, you guys have been on this whole journey. There was like no information. It was just that this person had died and we didn't know anything. And so speculation was rampant out there. Oh, was she murdered? The FBI's involved. You know, what's going on? Was it a drug overdose? Then yesterday, the information came in some of the court documents we got that suggested the stepbrother could possibly be charged with her murder.
And he's a minor. We don't have name. I think it was just a rumor that he was 16.
Yeah.
It wasn't confirmed?
They're saying he was 16. Some of the updated info I have, we had a discussion yesterday. We said, hey, if there is a stepbrother who's 16 and a stepsister who's 18, and they're pretty new stepbrother and stepsister status, would you have them in a room on a cruise ship by themselves? And most people seem to think that was a little weird, and you probably wouldn't do that. The new info is that Anna Kepner was in this room on the Carnival cruise ship with both her biological brother and her stepbrother. She was in the room apparently with both of them.
Cost effective.
And when she was in the room with both of them, it was her biological brother, who's not accused of having anything to do with her murder or death. Her biological brother is the one who was like, where is she? Didn't know where she was and crawled up on the bed and went to sleep not knowing that his sister was dead underneath him.
Oh, my God.
He was the one who ended up being in that situation. And one of the other crazy pieces of info that I stumbled upon looking through every source I could this morning was that the birth mother of Anna Kepner, this 18-year-old who died on the cruise ship, the birth mother said she found out through Google. She Googled her daughter's name, and the only information she had at the time was that her daughter was on a cruise, and that's how she found out that her daughter was dead.
Oh, my God.
Through Googling her name and looking it up and seeing,
that's rough,
mystery.
man.
And I was like, damn, there's a lot of things that have gone wrong in this story. There should be absolutely communication with the birth mother, and the birth mother should be aware if there's a problem with their child. That is inexcusable.
Well, you think
that this person had to learn online.
Emergency contacts, if that is something that you fill out. I mean, it's been a minute since I've been on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably the adults that they were with, right?
Yeah. I mean, it had to be. Where was this info coming from? I don't know, but I mean, had to be somebody who had at least some knowledge. And then that creeps out, and then mom goes, I'm not hearing anything. And next thing you know, she learns, the birth mom of Anna Kepner, her actual birth mother, learned online, she said. And now they have posted, because I guess her memorial is happening, and they posted on her page for the funeral home that's hosting all of this, which is, it's a lot. It's a lot. Her obituary is a lot. Like, I'll give you an example of the obituary. This family is seeming a bit strange to me. I'm just going to be honest with you. The family is seeming odd. The obituary says, how can we possibly capture every bit of beauty that was Anna Marie Kepner, our Anna Banana, our sunshine, our baby girl? At just 18 years old, hang on, I'm trying to zoom in on this a little bit. At just 18 years old, she filled the world with laughter, love, and light that reached everyone around her. Anna was pure energy, bubbly, funny, outgoing, and completely herself. She never had a filter, and that was part of her charm. Whether she was practicing new makeup looks, even if she had nowhere to go, making TikToks in front of the mirror, or blasting a perfectly curated playlist on the boat, Anna lived every day with her whole heart. She loved the sun, the water, boat days, island days, beach days, anything like that. And it goes on and on and on. It says, there's this kind of detail is what goes into this. Anna loved all kinds of music except heavy metal.
Okay.
Why did we need to put that in there?
Just so you know.
Really hated heavy metal.
Yeah, Anna loved all kinds of music except heavy metal. She had a soft spot for Shawn Mendes. She was also incredibly determined and hardworking, reliable, responsible, and always willing to help. She planned to join the U.S. Navy after graduation and later become a canine police officer. Oh. So they're going over like her whole life and everything about her.
Now, this memorial, though, it's, I imagine, not with casket, right? Like, or have they already determined what the cause of death was?
Boy, I think the medical examiner hasn't released the cause of death, as far as I know. I don't know.
Just like a celebration or a gathering of some sort.
Yeah, there's too much of if this is what you're saying, I think there's too much of an investigation going on to put her in the ground. There's no way they're going to do that right now. They've said they wrap this up with, she leaves behind a family who adored her endlessly. Her father and stepmother, Christopher and Chantel Kepner. Her mother, Heather Wright, that's the one that found out about her death online. Her Meemaw and Peepaw, Barbara and Jeff Kepner. Her siblings, Andrew, Tim, Alex, Connor, Cody, Kyle, and Brooke.
Whoa.
Is one of those the stepbrother? Are you putting that person's name in there? The one that's probably going to be charged with her murder? Her siblings, Andrew, Tim, Alex, Connor, Cody, Kyle, and Brooke. Her uncle, Drew, and family, and then on they go. So today is like the celebration of life for her and this poor girl who died somehow on this cruise ship. We really don't know much more about the cause of death other than that she died and that her stepbrother is the target here.
I saw it posted on Only in Date, the account that we follow on Instagram. And I mean, some idiot was like so crazy to walk through these halls and it's him on the cruise ship knowing the girl died 2 days later. And then comments were, and someone slept in that room the next day. I'm like, so the show that is the Carnival cruise went on?
Yeah.
How bizarre is that?
Well, I mean, it's not bizarre that the cruise would keep cruising after somebody died, but there's no way they had...
But what about a murder?
Yes, this is what I'm saying. Like, there's no way they had somebody in that room, right? There's like, there's no way a murder occurs and then the next day or next opportunity there's somebody in that same room.
I mean, what if the whole thing was sold out? Where did the brothers go?
You're going to have to reschedule somebody or something. Some of the other stuff going around online, and grain of salt this, please, grain of salt this. There's an information vacuum. Somebody says the situation worsens. Anna Kepner's father, Christopher, had an affair once with their 15-year-old babysitter. This occurred before Chantel in 2008. Notably, he was charged with sexual violence. It's no surprise that he's not effectively advocating for his deceased daughter. Somebody added to that, though, and said a 2008 Brevard County case shows Christina Donahue sought a sexual violence injunction against the father, Christopher Kepner. After a full hearing, though, the judge dismissed it the same day with no charges filed. Christopher Kepner is the father of Anna Kepner. Online discussions have alleged he had an inappropriate relationship with a 15-year-old babysitter, though no criminal charges were filed in the case. So all this proves is that there was more family drama going on at that time. And we have way more questions at this point than we have answers in this cruise murder mystery. But let us know what you're seeing. Give us your thoughts, tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. More of your dispatches. I'll work those in just a moment here. And a whole lot more to get to on a very busy Thursday show. Also, showdown going on. I love the back and forth on this one because I guess President Trump has said that he's going to meet with the mayor-to-be, Zohran Mamdani, in the Oval Office at the White House tomorrow.
Ooh.
Now, this is going to be awkward, okay? And it's going to be awkward for a couple of reasons. One is, here's how they both announced the meeting. Trump says, Communist Mayor of New York City, Zohran Kwame Mamdani,
You're kidding me,
has asked for a meeting. We have agreed that this meeting will take place at the Oval Office on Friday, November 21st. Details to follow. So Trump's like, all right, I'm going to call him a commie and some other stuff. Then Mamdani says, spokesperson for Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani issued the following statement. As is customary for an incoming mayoral administration, the mayor-elect plans to meet with the president in Washington to discuss public safety, economic security, and the affordability agenda that over 1 million New Yorkers voted for just 2 weeks ago. So basically, he's pounding his chest a little bit, like, I got the votes. People want my agenda to be put into place.
No
and
name
those
calling.
Two, well, he didn't fire like fascist back over the commie things, but I don't know. I don't also know if he sent this out first. I don't know who sent what first. Trump sent it at 8:29 last night.
I can't wait to watch this live.
It's going to be interesting because these two couldn't be more diametrically opposed, right?
Well, he gets along with the Syrian president and Saudi crown prince, so who knows?
True. Anything could happen. Maybe they meet and they're like, we like each other. We're going to work together.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Maybe they start calling each other's names the whole time. I have no idea, but they're going to be meeting in the Oval Office tomorrow. Should be an interesting back and forth with New York City's soon-to-be mayor, Zohran Mamdani, and President Trump. I'm sure some sparks will fly there. We'll keep an eye on that as well. All right, we'll get to more of your feedback. I even have more details in the cruise murder mystery that we'll get to a little bit further on in the show. More Miss Universe drama because that is spiraling out.
Sparks flying on CNN, baby. I'll share that with you. I'll play the clips of some pretty dramatic moments that just happened on CNN, just so you know what's going down there. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Take it out of your end.
Well, I'm already doing that. Everything is coming out my end.
Hey, yo.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
All lanes are blocked on State Road 50 westbound at State Road 520. There's a crash on Orange Blossom Trail heading southbound at Apopka Expressway, slowing things down a bit. There's a crash getting cleared up on the ramp from U.S. Highway 1, mile marker 273 to I-95 southbound. We got emergency crews on the roadways there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676.
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes. How are you? Question. Yes or no question for you, chat. Was the video audio sync fixed in that last segment when I was over here? Not now, but when I was sitting over here, was my mouth matched up with the audio this time? Yes or no?
Don't leave money on the table. Get that money back in your business hands.
Looks fixed?
You want to buy a business or a franchise?
Good.
Has your back and has over.
Look matched up? Good, thank you.
Business loans of all sizes. Get a quote today with no hard credit inquiry. And get peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgage.com.
Yep, Josh fixed it? Okay, good. All is fixed. Why didn't you tell me that it was fixed? Because you did tell him. He doesn't know that now. Your reputation is plummeting right now. People on chat are like, Courtney is the worst. What are you doing? They're saying bad things about you. Everybody in chat. What a bitch. Sluts McGee. Cunt face fart master. I didn't say it. That's what people are saying in the chat. You better fix your reputation. You want to say I'm sorry? What about me? That's so rude. So, to be clear, you and Josh are cool, and you and me are not cool.
No, we're great.
Are we? Get your hand out of your pockets, you weirdo.
Nice. That's what pockets are for.
Not for pointing while your hands are... Get out of here. Torch her reputation, please. Torch her reputation. All right, we got a pretty wild moment on CNN to share when we come back. We'll see what you think about it. That's going viral. Courtney is a national treasure. We love her more than you, Sean. Courtney is the best part of the show. George says the sync was a tiny bit off, but not bad. Tiny bit off still? You see, here's the brutal thing. When I'm doing the show, I can't see if the colors are off. Yesterday, you sons of bitches said nothing. You said nothing. The colors were off so bad. I had green on my face, and my hat and the chair had green on it. My face was redder than Rudolph's nose. The colors were so far off it wasn't even funny. Nobody said anything. There are more people watching these days than ever before. The audience is growing. I rely on you to not make me look like a fool. We thought you were in green face? I thought you just ate a bad burrito or something? I don't know what to do with everybody. I don't know what to do with you people. Color's been off for months, dude, ever since the new cameras. First of all, Dick Wiggle, the Hubble Cam is brand new. It hasn't been around for months. So you can't blame the new camera for months of color being off on the stream. Okay? So apologize. You were wrong. I'm waiting for your apology right now. Who are you? Who did this? MFQ? I'm waiting for your apology, MFQ. Apologize. 2.5 minutes. Whole studio vibe is off since Divot got offed. Divot is still here. Right here. Not the new cam? You're just backtracking now. You literally said the new cam. You said since the new camera. There's been color issues. 90 seconds and we're back.
Start roof max treatment soon enough.
How many apologies are you still waiting for? I don't know, but the lack of respect in this chat is astonishing. Let me make something absolutely clear to any of you who don't realize this. I am the king of this universe. I am the god of these parts. Without me, nothing happens. I am the beginning, the end, and the middle. And if you don't get on board with that real soon, I'm banning everybody. I am banning everybody. All right? No more of this nonsense. You will get on board or you will all be shot into the sun. No more nonsense. All right. The Lord has to do the show, so hang tight, folks.
Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Hey, it's Ed Helms, host of Snafu, my podcast about history's greatest screw-ups. On our new season, we're bringing you a new snafu every single episode.
32 lost nuclear weapons? You're like, wait, stop? What?
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of history, a whole lot of funny, and a whole lot of fabulous guests. Paul Scheer, Angela and Jenna, Nick Kroll, Jordan Klepper. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Snafu with Ed Helms, and listen now.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
Where breaking news meets broken people. This is the News Junkie.
It's getting dramatic out there. And it's interesting because there's no real, if I'm totally honest with you, big drama stories going on right now, but we still got some fireworks, and I'll play this for you in a second. All the stories going on right now are like, they're not as explosive. The big story for me in the moment is this Cruz murder mystery thing. It's got a lot of legs. It's very interesting. I feel terrible for this 18-year-old girl. The family is seeming very, very interesting, and there's some strange stuff going on here. That story absolutely has legs. The other story is just a continuation of forever and ever and ever on the Epstein file stuff, which I'm excited for that just to be released so everybody can move on to the next thing. And we're kind of floating around in a more drama-free territory, but there's still people yelling at each other. There's still some stuff going on out there. And I guess things went south on CNN with a politician by the name of Jasmine Crockett from Texas. And she was trying to call out some of her opponents in Washington. And she said that one of them got a donation from Jeffrey Epstein. She's like, yeah, this person right here got a political donation to his campaign from Jeffrey Epstein. And the guy fired back and he's like, yes, I did. I got a donation from a Jeffrey Epstein, who is not the same person as the Jeffrey Epstein from the Epstein list and all of those things. So you got this wrong. And I guess they grilled her about that to their credit over on CNN. So let's see how it went down.
You talked about Republicans taking money from a Jeffrey Epstein. Here's what you said.
Make her watch it live. Uh-oh.
Who also took money from somebody named Jeffrey Epstein, as I had my team dig in very quickly. Mitt Romney, the NRCC, Lee Zeldin, George Bush, Win Red, McCain Palin, Rick Lazio.
All right, so she just said, like, all these people took donations from Jeffrey Epstein, but it's not the same Jeffrey Epstein.
You mentioned Lee Zeldin there. He's now a cabinet secretary. He responded and said it was actually Dr. Jeffrey Epstein, who's a doctor that doesn't have any relation to the convicted sex trafficker. Unfortunate for that doctor, but that is who donated the prior campaign of his. Do you want to correct the record?
Like, if I go to the doctor's office and I'm like, hey, doc, my neck is killing me. What's your name, by the way? Dr. Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein.
Any other doctors in your practice by any chance?
Yeah.
I'm going to change my name if my name's Jeff Epstein.
I got to tell you, I wouldn't put it past myself to change my name if somebody out there really ruined it. Like
if you're the other Adolf Hitler in Germany and you're like, oh my God, this asshole.
He's ruining everything for me. 100%. I would change it up. I would be Scooter Wasson so fast. You have no idea. I would turn the tables on everything.
Kurt, on the people that
Listen, I never said that it was that Jeffrey Epstein, just so that people understand when you make a donation, your picture is not there.
Jasmine,
and because they decided to spring this on us in real time, I wanted the Republicans to think about what could potentially happen, because I knew that they didn't even try to go through the FEC. So my team, what they did is they Googled, and that is specifically why I said a Jeffrey Epstein. Unlike Republicans, I at least don't go out and just tell lies. Because it was not the same one, that's fine. But when Lee Zeldin had something to say...
She said, look, when I searched for donors, there wasn't any photos. So it just said Jeffrey Epstein. So, like, how is my staff supposed to know? I don't know. I have a wild idea, though. Maybe don't say anything until you're sure. Maybe just, like, hold it back. And this is something that goes for all of Washington, by the way. Maybe don't say anything until you're sure, right? Like, the photo wasn't there, so I didn't know if it was the same one.
All he had to say was it was a different Jeffrey Epstein. He admitted that he did receive donations from a Jeffrey Epstein, so at least I wasn't trying to mislead people. Now, have I dug in to find out who this doctor is? I have not. So I will trust and take what he says, is that it wasn't that Jeffrey Epstein, but I was not attempting to mislead anybody. I literally had maybe 20 minutes before I had to do that debate.
So yeah, but people might say, well, you're trying to make it sound like he took money from
I did not know.
A registered sex offender.
No, but I literally did not know. When you search FEC files, and that's what I had my team to do, I texted them and I said, listen, we're going up. They are saying that she took donations.
Right, but someone might say, well, your team should have done the homework to make sure it wasn't.
Within 20 minutes, you could not find that out, not from just doing a quick search on FEC.
This is how Congress actually operates. It's like
we
fun. Googled stuff, and we didn't have enough time to confirm it, so we just ran with it. It's not
we only
our
had 20
fault.
minutes. Duh.
Like, the idea disappears that you could just go, maybe don't say anything until we confirm. Now, if you confirm that stuff, well, that's bombshell material. If Jeffrey Epstein was donating to these people's campaigns, but don't do it, get it wrong, and then blame everybody that you were taking shots at. That's ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense, at least not to me. Let me know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, let's see what we got here. And tips at thenewsjunkie.com with your feedback, and also dispatches coming through, so let's work in one of those. Chris is talking about the obituary for this cruise murder mystery girl. There was a lot of details in the obituary. Obituaries tend to be mostly fairly simple, basic, bare bones outlines of a person's life and what happened to them. This was much more than that. So Chris was explaining this.
Afternoon, News Junkies. Hey, Sean, this whole story about the cruise and the daughter getting murdered. It's a bad story, and when it comes to the obituary that's written by the family, it's got to be just difficult. And I don't begrudge or criticize or critique any parent that has to do that to their kid. There's probably so much emotion still that they're going through, and it's unusual detail about not liking heavy metal, but there's probably a link to that where she said before that she really doesn't like it, but oh well. But it just overall though, it's just terrible for the family.
Yeah, I agree that it's terrible for the family. I don't want to judge them too fast, but I am seeing weird things. Like if the mother really was like the stepmom, if the stepmother really was telling family members not to say anything about this case, otherwise anybody who mentions that the stepbrother might have murdered this 18-year-old Anna Kepner, if you mention anything about that, you're not going to her memorial. Like some of those things are a little weird to me. Like protecting the person that may have murdered this 18-year-old, that I'm absolutely obviously against. But okay. Somebody over on chat says, I love seeing stuff like this. Jeffrey says, Jeffrey Epstein donated $150 million to Trump. Okay, let's see if there's any truth to that.
What are the odds, huh?
Jeffrey Epstein donate $150 million to Trump?
Make sure it's not the doctor.
Yeah, not the doctor. Yeah, the actual Jeffrey Epstein, who, by the way, most of Jeffrey Epstein's donations are going to 1,000% predate anything to do with Trump or his campaign. And also, Jeffrey Epstein was aligned with mostly powerful Democrats in control of Congress
back in the day.
But just for the record, very quickly, there's no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein donated $150 million to Trump. The claim doesn't match any records at all. Epstein's political donations, which are in the tens of thousands of dollars, not hundreds of millions. His contributions went largely to Democratic candidates and committees in the early 90s and the 2000s. They went to the DNC, Chuck Schumer, and other Democrats. This is from ChatGPT, just fast. I couldn't find any credible campaign finance or charitable records showing Epstein donating to Trump's campaigns or the PACs. The only 9-figure Epstein money trail that's been documented publicly is between Epstein and billionaire Leon Black, roughly $170 million over several years, according to a Senate investigation. So that appears to be absolutely fundamentally false. But there you go. It was a good time. It was a good time when you believed that in your head and you just tossed it out in chat. It was a good time. Unfortunately, it's not true. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Must suck to be named Jeffrey Epstein and not be Jeffrey Epstein, though.
Yeah.
God, man.
I'd say.
That is tough right there to be.
What do you go by at that point? Still Jeff Epstein. Really locks it in.
Yeah, I mean, the last name is what really murders you there. It's not easy to get away from. You'd really have to kind of change things.
Switch some letters.
Yeah, you might have to just, if you fundamentally rearrange just a couple of them, you'll be clear. But right now, it doesn't look that way.
Go by Jeff. Drop the last name.
Just Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Like single name Madonna style.
There you go.
My name is Jeff. Love that line. All right, we got a lot more for you today. Let's work in one more dispatch, perhaps. Here's Flip talking about the airlines these days.
So I agree with the anonymous emailer when it comes down to the audacity of asking the public to be more civil from the current Republican Party. It's, I'm a Republican, and I agree with the message. Yes, we need to be more civil in public and be kinder to one another.
True.
And have manners. And I agree with all of that. Quit wearing pajama pants on an airplane.
Whoa.
I totally agree with that. But when that message is given by Sean F. Duffy, reality star, sycophant.
You go on The Real World one time, and it just follows you around for the rest of your days.
Well, when you add it to all of your resumes until you're part of the government, then of course it's going to follow you.
I feel like he's not putting that on resumes. I feel like he hates that.
What was he doing before all of this?
Before this, he was a politician.
No meetups when it came to Real World, or
I don't think so, but I don't know. Maybe he was involved in that. Yeah, see what he's been up to there, Josh.
Trump can't get past himself to be civil to others and forces his nonsense on everybody. It's like, I just can't get past that. You know, if that same commercial was made by almost anyone else that hasn't been involved in politics over the last 12 years, I would be full-hearted behind it.
Yeah, I mean, I separate the issues myself because I go, one is civility in politics, which is catastrophically bad right now, just like record levels of bad. The
civility in politics.
The civility in politics has not been in a more of a crisis situation, I don't think, since maybe the Civil War or something. But that is a big problem. But civility in modern life and interactions with people away from politics is the crux of the issue here. I don't think many people are fighting about politics on these planes. I think they're drunk. I think they're seeing people with lizard eyes on the plane. I think they're bumping into their chairs and fighting about window shades. And it's a bunch of antisocial goons who think that they can do no wrong fighting with each other. I think that is like civility in general life is different than civility in politics. And they're both majorly broken right now, unfortunately. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? William Shatner has revealed out of nowhere that Life, Art, and Shart are having an imitation party at the Williams house. I've got a weird update on Kevin Spacey, and according to Kevin Spacey, he's currently rebooting House of Cards, minus the cards, and a full house. Plus, Sydney Sweeney is known for her great top, but turns out she's more of a bottom. A record-breaking bottom. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dave.
Hello. Welcome behind the scenes. Bitcoin is tumbling. Bitcoin has gone below 87,000. That means in a week, Bitcoin has tumbled from 100 and something to below 87,000. Let's look up Bitcoin price. Okay. 5 days, no, month. Okay. It was up to $115,000 on October 27th, Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's down to 86,000. Really not going well. Down $23,000 per Bitcoin in the past month. Good time to buy? Good time to sell? Mr. Predicto, is Bitcoin going to completely crash? Tell us, be honest, peer into the future. Is Bitcoin going to crash to $0?
The signs say no.
Oh, all right, that's good. If you hold Bitcoin, at least. That's good news. 3 minutes. Buzz says our entire economy is based off NVIDIA. Man, NVIDIA is popping off. AI stocks are popping off. NVIDIA makes sense. They're a big chip maker. People are buying a lot of that product. For now, they'll do well. The AI companies don't make a lot of money themselves, though. Hello? What is that?
My Thanksgiving grocery.
You're going back to Publix.
No, this is for next week.
Let me see. I didn't approve this yet, so this is a...
Don't snatch it.
You didn't even put unapproved on it before I get to look at these things. Pancetta? We don't need pancetta. Ciabatta. Gruyere. Gruyere? Is this a 2 Parmesans? It's just 2 Parmesan. You don't say 2 Parmesans. You don't pluralize Parmesan. I don't think we need all of that.
I'm making 5 things.
Get Oscar Mayer turkey, sliced, sodium filled, and get 1 loaf of bread. We can make that. I think we can make that work. What do you think about Bitcoin falling?
I don't have any investment in Bitcoin.
Oh, no? Why not?
Because I'm scared of you.
Because what? Stop saying that.
I'm joking.
Get out of here.
I'm just saying because you don't want me to say it.
No, exactly. Flonase better be on that list. True. Sean's hoping for gout for Christmas? No. NVIDIA gives AI companies money to buy their chips. They're recycling money and calling it a profit. Well, it's working currently, is it not? The economy's all made up stuff anyway. Don't be mad at NVIDIA. 90 seconds and we're back live. Ryan says, I'll take 2 Parmesans. Dicesso pasta, buy one, get one free. Gotta get those BOGOs, man. Publix BOGOs are fantastic. That's how you shop smart. That's the thing. If you don't have a lot of money, you gotta put more effort into things, and you gotta be smart. And then if you're smart and you search for the best deals and get the most bang for your buck, use the right cards to buy everything. Get the right cash back. You can really make your life a lot easier. All right. Quick break. Back in a moment.
With her to create the perfect setting, matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
You can depend on Florida farmers. Our farm is where we live and work. It's where we raise our families and provide for yours. When you shop for Florida-grown fruits and vegetables, look for local. Choose Fresh from Florida, the homegrown brand of Florida farmers.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This is
for hanging out with us in the world's most viral newsroom. The three best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Learn more about the show at thenewsjunkie.com. We got the next episode in a moment here, but I've never wanted to punch a listener in the face more. I hate to say that because I love you and we couldn't do this show without you. But somebody sent me this video, and we'll talk about it after the next episode. I refuse to play it. I can't do this to Sabrina and Josh. I can't bring them into this world.
I'm curious.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it looks like we're at the gates of said world.
I wanna bring you in on this, but I can't do it to you, really. I'll just tell you what this was that somebody sent over in a bit here on the show. Right now, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
because there's a lot on TV and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I was like, I'm probably going to get eaten by a bear.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by that mortgage guy Don and that bear that Sean was going to eat or be eaten by.
I'm not sure. It was some young boy with real problems in his life. Truly,
oh boy.
Some young boy.
You won't have any problems when working with that mortgage guy, Don. If you're looking to refinance, buy your first dream home, maybe you're a business owner. Are you ready to start a business? Expand your business. Just work with someone who knows the business of mortgages and lifting the curtain on said mortgage business, explaining the process to you because he wants you to know how it works.
By the way, what kind of loser doesn't want to expand their business? If you're like, I actually want to shrink my business.
I want to make it tiny, just one person, LLC.
Then in that case, if you're a loser and you don't want your business to do better, you don't need that mortgage guy, Don. But if you are like the great American business owners who want to go upward and onward.
That's right. SBAs. All days.
Yeah.
ThatMortgageGuyDon.com is where you start the process of all those things.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with
ThatMortgageGuyDon.com. Thank you.
Wow.
34 years ago, 1991. Damn it. I knew I forgot to send you something. So as I speak this thing, and we, I guess I missed the anniversary, so I will say 34 years ago in one day, on this day, there was an anniversary. Orlando was making national news.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, because a band by the name of Murder Junkies and a man that led that band,
G.G. Allen.
They had a concert here. They had a concert, and we made the news in November. It was Club Space Fish Cafe.
I'm not Googling this. I don't want to see what happened here. This is no
I
good.
sent you the news report that shows a very young shepherd. What's his name? Get off it. That dude.
Oh, Shepard Smith, right? The former Fox guy, yeah.
He used to be here in town, and it was also known as the Merle Club.
Looks pretty tame tonight, but
hang on. I'm sorry, it just auto-played.
Oh, it's okay. I was going to be like, hit it, Sean.
Wasn't trying to cut you off. It just started playing.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining Newsnight 6.
No.
The club owner says it happens in big cities everywhere. Last night, it happened in Orlando. Something you would never expect to see in public. And in the end, 2 men arrested on charges almost beyond belief. Newsnight 6 reporter Shepard Smith joins us live outside the club Space Fish on Church Street with this exclusive report.
Michelle, we must warn, what you are about to see and hear is quite graphic, but it's true.
It's child's play in 2025.
Yeah.
Absolute child's play. It's not that graphic. It's rock and roll.
I think G.G. Allen's performances would still shock people in 2025. I think that's like...
big time.
That's how out there he was. G.G. Allen put on performances that stood the test of shock time,
yeah,
I think.
I would say. And for the sake of time, I will just spoil it for you. He defecated on stage, threw said defecation onto the crowd. Some say he also consumed it a little bit.
Okay, all right.
What? I'm just saying. It caused a lot of controversy and vommies, and it went a little something like this. I will say, many years ago, but within the last 10 years, Murder Junkies was on tour, and they came back to Orlando, sans Gigi, because he had died, and no poo-poo. I got to interview them, and they're very nice.
Sweethearts.
Now, the drummer did play naked, and at one point grabbed a nice lady out of the crowd and put the drumsticks where the, what do we call it, snare don't shine.
There you go.
Okay.
So they're still living up to the Murder Junkie name out there somewhere. And there you have it. Speaking of doo-doos, we have this guy.
William Shatner.
That is correct. 3 points for Sean. And they don't call him the Chat for nothing. William is now, for some reason, sharing with the world that during his one-man show, Shatner's World, We Just Live in It, back in 2012, he was having some stomach issues. When all of a sudden, I have to go. In fact, I'm going to use the past tense. I had gone. Opening night on Broadway. I had, and this is William Shatner's quote from the book, if you'd like to buy it. I had crapped my pants, so I said, all right, there's been a technical difficulty, and I'll be right back. The show must go on. So Shatner left the stage, cleaned himself up, and got on with it. He says the show was, quote, very successful.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And that's it for the the doo-doo? Or is it because Sydney Sweeney's movie continues to take a crap?
Because you had a bad day.
Got her.
The Christie boxing biopic is suffering from a bottom 10 opening weekend. And that opening weekend said, here, have my beer. And the second weekend held it because it is now doing so poorly. It is the worst drop of all time.
Damn.
In cinematic history.
It's because you didn't go watch it. You didn't go watch it and support it.
I will wait till it's on demand.
Mm-hmm.
I will not.
You're never going to watch it.
I might. Christie had the worst second weekend drop for a wide release in box office history, earning only $108,000 the past weekend, a 92% decline.
Damn.
So I'm sure things
That's rough.
What is next for the star? I do not know.
Maybe. I know. She's got a movie coming out in December.
Christie 2?
No, she's got a Paul Feig movie coming out in December.
Well, Paul Feig is funny.
That will be like the big test. People think like this was some vote against her. I just think the movie looked boring. I think nobody really wanted to go see the movie.
Sydney?
Her body.
I hope it goes well. Or does it go the way of Kevin Spacey, who, according to him, has done nothing wrong. He was not found guilty in the court of law, both across the pond and I believe not even charged here in the U.S. But after 7 years with the sexual assault scandal, Kevin Spacey has revealed he's homeless.
Oh, no, he's not. I don't believe that.
I'm living in hotels. I'm living in Airbnbs.
Okay.
I'm going where the work is, he told Telegraph in an interview. I literally have no home. That's what I'm attempting to explain. Hold on.
How much money do you have in your...
I gotta sneeze real quick.
Go for it.
How much money do you think he actually has? Is what you're going to ask?
I think he's got a lot. Like, I think he's saying, technically, I don't have a home right now. I'm only in these glorious, very expensive Airbnbs that I'm staying in for months at a time. But I think he probably has enough money that he could get a house like,
He has to be getting some sort of royalty check.
He's been in so much stuff. That, like, I don't know that Kevin Spacey could be broke if
He's
he
being a little
tried.
Baby about it right now.
I think he is trying to rise himself.
Oh, without a doubt.
And this whole world of like, everybody's trying to victimize themselves in my world and make me look bad. Well, here's a woe is me from me, Kevin Spacey. So let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
In
Kevin
weird ways,
Spacey net worth.
as you look it up, he says, in weird ways, I'm back to where I first started. Which is just where...
$2 million.
$2 million?
Down from 50 to 100 million. Down from 50 to 100 million before 2017.
So he gets zero royalties from House of Cards that is still on Netflix and available to watch. And any of the other movies that he's been in.
Those are not the same thing. You're talking about income versus his net worth. Okay. He's got more money coming in. I don't know if he spent it on court cases or what, but they said he had 50 to 100 mil, and they said as of late 2025, he's down to $2 million. But guess what most people are going to think about when you say, I only have $2 million? Aw.
Learn how to manage your money better?
You okay? You still have $2 million, man.
Maybe invest in this upcoming movie because we're getting what everyone didn't ask for. Ladies and gentlemen, gender nonconforming, I present to you Labubu, the movie.
Wow. Lamumu. I didn't know there was a song for those.
It's not. It was very hard to find.
Okay.
Sony picked up the film's rights. Not clear if it'll be live action or animation or a little bit of both or a little boo-boo. It's too early in development. No director, no producer, no date of when it's going to come out.
Does anybody care about Labubus anymore? I thought they were totally toast.
I don't know.
I see them all the time. I see them everywhere.
This feels like the Emoji Movie all over again.
Well, in that case, they should sign up TJ Miller to be one of the voices.
That happens all the time now. These companies explode and everybody wants the thing, but then the thing burns out in like 6 months. And then now I don't hear continued desire for the boo-boos right now. Maybe
I will get one when it's at Goodwill. And not $500 on eBay. But neither here nor there. We'll see if the Labubu comes to la fruition. On the Laboob tube, we have football, baby. We got the Texans and the Bills. Second season premiere of A Man on the Inside on Netflix. Streaming premiere of The Roses on Hulu. Streaming premiere of After the Hunt on Amazon.
Ooh.
Premiere of the limited series High Horse, The Black Cowboy on Peacock. And you could catch Kerry Washington and Lord Huron on Kimmel. Follow your dreams of me on Instagram at Sabrina Amber. Most importantly, say it with me, La Americas.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. The video that somebody sent over, we'll get into that when we come back. We'll talk about that a little bit. I feel offended that it was sent to me. And I want to spread this a little bit, but not too much. It'll all make sense when I talk about what was in this video that somebody sent me. That's coming up in a bit. We have updates on the Miss Universe event, more details on the cruise murder mystery story. Yes, there's even more rolling in today on that particular topic, and a whole lot more headed for you. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Bucks head west for a Sunday night matchup versus the LA Rams. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. this Sunday on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by First Horizon Bank and Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All lanes are blocked on State Road 50 westbound at State Road 520. We got emergency crews on the roadways clearing up a crash there. Traffic starting to slow down, heading through the city on I-4 near that 408 interchange. It's stop and go on I-4 eastbound between Osceola Parkway and Apopka Vineland Road. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Indeed Sponsored Jobs gives your job posting a turbo boost. Match with the candidates you're looking for, making your hiring simple. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Again, that's Indeed.com/credit.
Hey guys, time to ditch those single pane aluminum windows, the ones that came with your house when it was built, and protect your home with factory direct impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, they've been installing affordable, high quality windows for over 50 years, and most windows are installed in less than 8 weeks. So get out your phone because now's the chance to win them for free. What do? You text the word WOW to 20129. You could win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text WOW to 20129 and good luck from Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nickley. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenickley.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time.
Hey, everybody. How are you? How are you doing? Stand by, folks. Stand by. Stand by. Gross. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the gross.
Dime Patrol. The RC Hill Mitsubishi Dime Patrol. Sir, are you aware that it's a crime to pay more than a dime? Now, I told you fellas before, they got to pay up. Not at RC Hill Mitsubishi.
Ah! I shouldn't do this story. Shouldn't do this story. It's vile, it's repulsive, and it shakes me to my core. We'll see. Ryan blocked me. No chatter of the day for him. Yikes. Well, all right, I'll put that into consideration. Bootsy says, should I not eat lunch right now? Oh. I would pause for at least a moment during this next segment. Just for a moment. I'm telling you, I don't want to do it to you. Oh. What's that little McDonald's from?
I'm cleaning out my messy drawer.
Why do you have a little McDonald's?
I haven't been able to part with it.
Well, you just throw it in the trash can. Oh, I broke it.
Do you want it?
What do I want a little McDonald's for?
I don't know. You have a bunch of little stuff in here.
So when you look at my stuff in the studio, this is what you see, the equivalent of this. I see little things that I've collected, and that's what you see.
Maybe.
Unbelievable.
All right, I'm tossing it.
All right, yeah, throw it away. It's no good. That's why we're here. I don't know if you're gonna feel that way in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys right now. I know you don't know what this video is that somebody sent me, but knowing that I'm telling you it's gross, do you still want to see it? You're going to be the ones, not the people just listening. You're going to be the ones who have to face this head on. Do you want to see it? I will take your vote seriously right now. Yes, if you want to see it. No, if you don't want to see it. Is there poop in it? No, there is no poop in it. None. I just want yes or no. And I will abide by the vote. 1 minute. Yes, yes. No. Yes. It's tied-ish. Show me. You warned us. Don't say you weren't warned. That's all I'm saying right now. You voted, you said yes, do not say you weren't warned. Okay. Here we go.
Specialist has got to work to fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Make this season about joy, not identity theft, with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year at LifeLock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
Of orbit in the news junkie world more than the person who sent me this story, but I want to bring it to you, and the only people who are really going to be impacted by it are the folks who are watching. I asked a poll to the YouTube and Twitch people. I said, you guys want to see this? And they said yes. And they asked a couple of questions, but they said, yes, we do want to see it. So I'll tell you the story in just a moment here, but I want to explore something else before we get to this very, very vile
vile video that somebody sent me that I think I may block forever.
Oh, boy.
There is a woman who's running for Congress in Nashville. I don't know much about her. I've only seen her as of today. And she's running to replace Republican Congressman Mark Green, who stepped down from his seat in the House of Representatives to take a job in the private sector back in July. The election is scheduled for December 2nd, is between Matt Van Epps, a veteran and member of the Tennessee National Guard, and this woman, Afton Ben. I've never heard that name before.
Afton
Democrat.
Ben.
Aftyn. Afton Ben is her name. And because they're running against each other, it's like time to sling mud at each other.
Ooh.
And they have video of her saying that she hates Nashville and she hates everything about it. And I'm like, oh, that's not a good look. I want to run to be in charge of Nashville, but I hate Nashville. But let's hear her out. Here she is. Let's listen into this woman and see what she said.
I've been heavily involved with the Nashville mayoral race because I hate the city, I hate the bachelorettes, I hate the pedal taverns, I hate country music, I hate all of the things that make Nashville apparently an it city to the rest of the country, but I hate it. Yeah, I'm that girl at the airport that all these bachelorettes are giddy walking out in their two-toned colored Pantone pink shirts, and they walk out and they're like, oh my God, Nashville is so fun! They're so loud.
All right. I only know what half of that meant, but I'm going to try to go back.
She starts saying, I'm that girl, and then it does not explain what girl she's talking about.
Girl that hates those things.
But I don't know what the two-tone thing was. It's like some sort of fashion trend or something that's going on, I guess.
Sure.
But she said, I hate the city of Nashville. This is tough to say when you're going into a running for office here, but I hate the city. I hate the bachelorettes. I hate the pedal taverns. Now, I think that's those
the moving bars.
The bars where everybody's on like a bike thing together.
Yeah, you sit there and pedal and drink.
I hate country music, which is sort of at the core of Nashville music scene, at least. I hate all of the things that make Nashville, Nashville. I hate it, she says. These are the quotes from this clip. Now, this is a short clip. It's only 28 seconds. Maybe there's some context around this or something, but it doesn't look fantastic.
Now, but is she speaking to some voters who do not like what Nashville has become? Because it is all bachelorettes. We went one time, and my first time going to Nashville ever was this year, and that was unplanned because Bonnaroo got canceled, and it's an hour away from where Bonnaroo is. Yeah. And I will never forget, as Nicole had been there and Radio Michael 7, they're like, you have to come. We have to go to Broadway. And we turned the street and we saw Broadway. I'm like, this looks awesome. Can we get out of here, please? Because it was so much.
It's a lot, yeah.
Insecure Walrus, who I believe Insecure Walrus lives around there, he says she's not wrong.
It's just a lot, man.
Hold on. To unpack, I think saying I hate the bachelorettes and I hate the pedal bars, those are the least controversial. Those are the least controversial things.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of people who are from Nashville, Nashvillians, if you will, I'm sure that they dislike those things. But saying I hate Nashville, I hate country music is pretty brave in the city of Nashville. Probably not going to win you a lot of voters. But maybe it wins. Maybe it's a winning strategy. I don't think it will be.
I appreciate the honesty. I'll say that. I mean, it's clear she was on a microphone, right? Mm-hmm. She knew it was being recorded.
Sounded like she was on a podcast.
Yeah.
So it wasn't no hot mic moment or, secret recordings. So she stands by it, because if there's going to be a moment where reporters ask her about it, I'm curious what her response will be.
This is her quiet piggy moment where she has to go, yep, I said it and I meant it and I hate the city and I hate country music. This is the woman who's running for office, though, in Nashville. And Nashvillians, I'd love to hear from you. Would you vote for this person? Or do you think that's disqualifying to say that you hate the city that you're running for office in? Let us know what your thoughts are. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. And now, don't say you weren't warned. But
I wasn't warned.
You were. You absolutely were.
Yeah, whatever.
Josh, I need to know more about this before I hit play.
Oh, boy.
And ruin everything in the world.
Google time.
I need to know about this is a challenge that's making the rounds that somebody sent me.
Okay.
It's called surstroming. So look up what that is. surstroming.
Yes.
And they said, you got to see this. It's these guys surstroming in this car together.
It's lightly salted, fermented Baltic sea herring, traditional to Swedish cuisine.
My
Sounds
God.
delicious.
So it's canned fish, right?
Yeah, basically.
But it's disgusting looking.
Canned fish is
It's a
big
little
right
jellied.
now. Canned fish is having a moment, and especially women seem to be into the canned fish movement. I am not.
Ooh.
It's a trend on social media. It's a big thing out there in some quarters, I think. But this I can't get behind. But I warned everybody
disgusting.
I warned everybody about the video on chat. So I want to tell you right now, you have been warned, okay? Don't act like this came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You got to vote for this. I will not be putting this up on See It Now.
Wow.
I will not put this up on See It Now because it's that bad. It's these guys who are dart stars. They're Premier League dart stars. They're all in a car together. And I'm going to mute it because I imagine they probably curse. But they're trying this trend where you open this tinned fish inside the car. Fermented fish inside the car. That's the challenge. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
I don't know if you are or if you ever will be. But here you go, Josh. Let's take a look at this. Here we go. All right, these guys go. They get the tin out, and they say, we're going to open this up together here in the car. And he grabs the... All right. Oh, he's got it. Oh,
no.
All right. Starts a bit of a chain reaction just for the record. Oh, God. This is like the Family Guys. Oh, okay. All right.
Are we sure that's real?
Yes. All right. Okay. I'm all done. I'm all done. Whatever this challenge is, I'm not trying it. Okay.
I have a feeling you're going to try it.
Hell no. I'm not trying this. It's like the scene in The Family Guy where one person starts evacuating their stomach, and that triggers everybody else. And all of these people are in a car with a can of fish. And I can't support it. And whoever sent that to me, I'm going to track you down. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to gut you like a fish. Okay.
Fun fact.
Fermented fish?
Surstroming is banned on commercial airlines because the fermentation process makes the cans so pressurized they pose an explosion risk.
Oh, really? Wow. Jesus Christ, it was actually dangerous then. Somebody sent this over, Austin. He says, you're lucky. He says, you're lucky it's too expensive for a prank. A can of this stuff is $45.
Good Lord.
Does it taste good after you get past the, dry heaving and smell?
I don't think
And
so.
the
But let's see. What are the... Oh, God. Look inside the can. It looks like concrete.
That for $45?
1 star.
Nah,
Worth it.
I bought 2 cans before, and they were stuffed with fish. I was happy with the purchase. Delicious. This time the can arrived. When I opened it, there was no fish at all. Not even bones. Some thick substance was at the bottom. I am disappointed. 1-star review, they say, of the Surstrom
What
stuff
I'm
here.
reading says the smell is a combination of several strong scents, including ammonia, rotten eggs, and something like pungent, stinky cheese.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
hungry. How about
Sounds
you
delicious.
What is wrong with people that they want to do this to themselves?
Ask Sweden.
Customers find
Bergen.
surstroming's taste mixed, with some describing it as tasty while others say it's too salty. And it's known for its smell, liquid content, the fact that it causes you to bloat, and smells like spoiled rotten fish. Jesus, that is something else. But there you go. If you're interested, you can try this challenge out. I'm going to suggest no on the surstroming, but to each their own. Let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening in your world. And you got comments, so we'll hear from you. Let's see here. Here's somebody talking about swimming lessons. Doxy Mama emails the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hi, guys. My kids did infant swimming lessons after a neighbor boy died when he jumped into his grandparents' swimming pool when nobody was home.
Oof.
I was outside with my daughter when she was 3, and she fell into our pool when we were coming inside. Neither of us panicked, though. She flipped over and swam to the edge of the pool. My hand was full of roofing nails, and I didn't drop a single one of them. Well worth all the money and her crying on the way to swim lessons every single day. It also made pool time more enjoyable. Another note, my friend worked at a popular family-style dining restaurant in the 80s. He told me they dumped the uneaten sides back into pans and served them to other guests. I will never eat in a family-style dining restaurant. Love your show, Doxy Mama. Thank you for the email. And, yeah, I mean, this was about the story of with so many young kids not knowing how to swim as of late. And on the interstates, they have these signs up that tell you, it's like a running counter of how many children have drowned. And it's obviously of concern. You know, this is particularly bad in certain communities, in poor communities and black communities. There are levels of these kids that don't know how to swim that are absolutely unacceptable. And that's why I said this should be something that's roped into school. We should make sure everybody who lives in a state, or really just anybody, I was going to say a state where you're going to be near the water for some point in your adolescence, but just really everybody should know how to swim. They really should. And we should help people, especially those who don't have the money to have a pool or like go visit a pool. Those are the ones that we need to help the most here, I think. All right, let us know what you think that's more important. Meanwhile, I said we had an update on this Miss Universe thing. It's been a disaster. It's been a disaster from the jump. Yesterday, we had the story saying they rigged the whole thing, and Miss Universe was rigged before it happened.
Everything is rigged in the last quarter of the year.
Baseball,
boxing, basketball.
Boxing, everything.
Just America.
And in this case, they were saying Miss Universe is also rigged. Then you had the guy who was yelling at one of the Miss Universe contestants, Miss Mexico. And then all the other women got mad at that and went after this guy. And now you have Miss Jamaica. She's on stage. It's the evening gown moment. And let's watch what happened. Feel for her, man. This is tough. She's walking along. She's doing her beautiful evening gown thing. And then she goes to make a move on the stage, and all is well until, right off. She just full walked right off the side of the stage there. That is that, and it's got to hurt when you don't know that.
That's a hard fall.
Oh, Jesus. When you think everything is going to be firm ground underneath you, and then the next step is, whoa.
It takes the breath out of you. Trust me.
That'll do it. Whoa. I'll put this one up on See It Now because it's less disgusting.
Well, you're going back and forth like you're hosting America's Funniest Home Videos here.
I want people, Josh, to know that this was the moment right here. Oh. When it all went south. And for everybody else, check this out over on See It Now on thenewsjunkie.com. Should be easy enough for you to find. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. That's the website. See It Now. That's where you see stuff that we're talking about, visuals. And this is Miss Jamaica, I believe. Yeah, Miss Jamaica falls off stage.
Oopsie.
Maybe she'll get some points for it, though. Maybe they'll be like, oh, God, we feel bad for her.
Oh, no, me fell off the stage.
It's up for you to check out over on See It Now at thenewsjunkie.com. Quick break. When we come back, we'll see what you have on your mind. So get those emails in. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. I got more details, as promised, on Anna Kepner, the cruise murder mystery. New details coming in, and we'll serve those up to you. That's coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Robert Plant beats a hooker to death with a gator. And
Hello. Anybody regret saying yes to wanting to see the video? Anybody regret saying yes to the video? Something about being in a closed space and people projectile vomiting, and then that causing other people. Ah!
68477 from the traffic center of James, Birmingham.
Sure do, yeah.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is a whole.
No, it was fine. I think it's fake as hell. It's real.
You can find so many holiday essentials, all for under $25. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find.
It was
Find the location at Macy's.
Dart stars Nathan Aspinall and Chris Dobie, Premier League dart players, and it was posted on a TikTok page. Surstrumming in the car, What on earth is this? This is madness. What are you doing? PF says, keep playing the video. Talking about Miss Jamaica. The show just carried on like nothing happened. Other contestants kept walking and going, and the cameraman filming. Jesus. What's going on out there, man? Cruise ship murder mystery update coming up next. If you don't mind, hit the like button on YouTube, okay? If you don't hit the like button, bad things will happen. Courtney, are you there?
Yeah.
If
Guess what?
What?
I found my social security card
Where was it?
in a folder, but I thought it was missing for like 10 years.
What a maroon.
Yeah.
If we don't get 50 likes on the stream right now, I'm gonna have to vomit on you.
You're not vomiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'll chase after you.
Vomit on your equipment.
Don't say vomit on my equipment. I would never do
More
that.
important than your equipment?
In a way, you are my equipment. You know what I mean? Everything in my life is my equipment in some way. Right?
You don't own me.
Own is a strong word. But I could sell you to other people.
No, you
But
can't.
yes,
You cannot.
have I not invested money?
No.
You're saying I don't even own a little bit?
No.
We're going to talk about this after the show. I own 75% of you. 50. Did she just burp? Is she going to puke?
No, she has water.
I think she's going to puke. She keeps licking. I think she's going to throw up. She saw the video of those guys. Ew, lady's going to puke. Damn, Broseph. 90 seconds and we're coming back. We'll do another cruise murder mystery update and then we'll segue into jury duty. Before you know it, we'll be in the power hour, baby. Something I'm missing out on, stories that I need to talk about, takes that you're interested in, tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. Okay? Marla, thank you for liking the stream. Okay, here we go.
$1,500 in exclusive rebates on qualifying models with 0% financing available. Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse, serving Orlando families since
Pool, KitchenAid, and more. Plus, receive up to $1,300 in exclusive rebates on qualifying models with 0% financing available. Southeast Steel Appliance Warehouse, serving Orlando families since 1940. Located at 63 West Amelia Street in downtown Orlando, just off I-4. Or visit them online at southeaststeel.net. Shop where I shop. Southeast Steel, where you get the best deal.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays.
It's the most wonderful time.
Open the app and search Holiday and find Magic 107.7, Orlando's Christmas station. Plus stations playing specialized holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
Reese Impact Windows are guaranteed for life and transferable when you sell. ReeseWindows.com.
If you ever need to talk, he'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
Three best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Trust me, you're going to like this more than the same three songs over and over and over and over and over again. What you do is when you listen to this show, you get to hang out with us every single day. We talk about all the crazy things happening in the world, all things viral, everything popping off out there, all the drama, all the stuff in between, all of it, baby. And I have an update for you.
We talked earlier about the latest information in this teenager who was killed on a Carnival cruise ship. Anna Kepner is her name. We learned earlier that she was not just staying in a room on the cruise ship with her stepbrother, who could soon be charged with her murder, but she was also staying with her biological brother. So it was the 18-year-old Anna Kepner, her biological brother, and her 16-year-old stepbrother that were all staying in the same room. The family was out to dinner the night before. They were coming back from Mexico on this Carnival cruise line, and they were headed back toward Tampa. Now, when she went out to dinner, she said, I don't feel well. I don't feel well. I'm going to go back to the room. And she peels off and goes back to the room. You would think by herself. Cruises. Yeah, you could do whatever you want. You know, you're like, you have the freedom to say, I'll just eat later or something. And she says, I'm going to peel off. I'm not feeling well. I'm going to go back to my stateroom. So she goes back to her stateroom. And then next thing you know, her biological brother arrives back at the stateroom after dinner a little bit later on that night. And he doesn't see her. He figures, she must have gone somewhere. I don't know what's happening, but she's not around here. Little did her biological brother know, but her body had been stuffed underneath the bed he was going to sleep on that night. And she was wrapped, they said, in a blanket. There was talk of there being like life preservers around her. But he didn't know that he was sleeping in very, very, very close proximity to the body of his dead sister, Anna Kepner. They were all in that room together, but there were other little tidbits that were coming out here. One thing, there's an interesting story. Let me bring this one up, actually, from CNN, because their update on Anna Kepner today I thought was pretty good. They said speculation intensifies in the death of a Florida high schooler on a cruise. It's been really captivating the cruise community on any kind of platforms like forums and stuff where they talk about cruising. They have been glued into this. The Associated Press says the mysterious death of a high school cheerleader on a Carnival cruise ship earlier this month is drawing international attention and sparking intense speculation. As of Wednesday, there haven't been any criminal charges announced in the case of this 18-year-old Anna Kepner. A final autopsy report detailing the cause and manner of death is still pending, according to the Miami-Dade County Medical Examiner's Office. That usually doesn't take a really long time.
Is it the whole international waters thing, though? Doesn't that come into play? That's FBI now, and
they've had the body, but they've had the body now for a couple of weeks, and it's in Miami-Dade where they're doing the medical examiner investigation. So they have the body, they have everything. I know that the medical examiner had taken a day off originally, and so they weren't able to get this done, but now I feel like we should know. Interest in Kepner's death on the Carnival horizon intensified after a court filing this week in a separate case said the FBI is investigating her death and that a minor child of the family, i.e. the stepbrother, may be implicated. The documents were filed in a dissolution of marriage case between Thomas Hudson and Chantel Hudson, who described Kepner's father as her, quote, paramour. Kepner was traveling aboard the ship with Chantel Hudson and her minor children. A spokesperson for the FBI declined to comment, saying they do not provide operational updates about ongoing investigations. They're saying that there was a emergency motion to delay a scheduled hearing because of the death of this daughter. Hudson's attorney argued her client cannot be compelled to testify, as any testimony Hudson may give could be prejudicial to her or her child in this pending criminal investigation. So this is a whole mess in the court here. Her obituary described her as somebody who loved spending time on the water, said she was planning to graduate high school next year from Temple Christian School in Titusville, Florida, and there are about 4,000 people on the ship. The FBI is investigating right now. Still many questions, but we'll get those as the day goes on, and we'll share those with you as you might imagine moving forward. In jury duty before too long, I've got the court documents on this hoax case. This was the woman that said they put like Trump whore on her body, and then somebody is a racist, like this congressman she was working for,
and she was sliced up.
Yeah, like they didn't put it on her body like a college permanent marker prank. It was carved into her body.
There was cuts all over her body, and she said she had been attacked by 3 men. Whole thing was a hoax. The court case against her is starting to blow up, and I've got the court docs on that. So we'll get into that in a moment too. But right now, I wanted to talk about this story, which is kind of interesting. Ladies, I'd love to hear from you and get your thoughts on this, because this is from a respected polling organization out there. And as of this week, Pew Research, all right, they've been doing polling data and analysis for absolutely forever, as long as I've been in the industry. And they released this thing today saying U.S. high schoolers are less likely now than ever in the past to say they want to get married someday. And a smaller share say they're likely to have children if they do get married. Let me look at the comparison here, because this says in 1993, when you asked 12th graders if they wanted to get married or not, 80% said yes, they wanted to get married in 1993. Now, in 2023, 30 years later, 67% say that they want to get married. Now, this is even further interesting. What's more interesting when you look at the breakdown of who wants to do this, because now, for the first time ever since they've been doing this, girls are less likely than boys to say they want to get married someday. In fact, in 1993, when you asked young boys, do you want to get married? 76% of them said yes. Now 74% say yes. So it's pretty much the same.
How many
young
of
boys
them
are like, want to get married someday.
Oh, I'm curious, but maybe this survey answers. Like, how many of them are children of divorce?
It doesn't
does
say.
that have any influence on that?
I mean, it would just probably be, you could pull that from the general population.
In 93, I think divorce was still kind of, didn't happen that much, but if it did, we didn't talk about it. It's dirty laundry that you keep at home. But now everything's kind of out there, and a lot of experience has been had.
Divorce rate by year. In the 80s, the divorce rate peaked. In the 80s, divorce was at its highest rate. Women's divorce rate was 22%. In the 90s, it was fairly steady from that. And recently, the divorce rate has gone down quite a bit. So it's like 14%. It's about the same as it was in the 1970s, the divorce rate. So the divorce rate has actually gone down. But young boys say they want to get married, about 74% of them still. Young girls, when asked, do you want to get married someday? It's gone from 83% to only 61% of these girls have any interest in getting married someday. So let us know your thoughts on that, why you think that is, et cetera, et cetera. But that one is spinning out there today. And I'd love to hear from you. Send your dispatches over at thenewsjunkie.com. In fact, let's get to one now. Dustin is talking about the stinky fish in the can, the challenge that I will never take part in.
Happy Thirsty Thursday, junkies.
Yeah, you too.
The surströmming is traditionally eaten on like a flatbread with like a butter, or you put like a cheese down and onions, and you kind of dress it up.
Extra stinky.
But you're supposed to open it up underneath a like washcloth or underwater, I've even seen.
Underwater.
To release the pressure and it doesn't squirt everywhere and smell so bad. But supposedly it's pretty good. I don't know.
How is it?
Man.
What about just regular fish with all the other stuff you just named to make it better?
Yeah.
True.
Personally, I want to try everything food-wise I can, because I want it all to be great. Why not? And enjoy eating. It's one of the joys of life. Enjoy eating and try things, because maybe you'll find something out there and you go, oh my God, I didn't know cottage cheese is so much better than I anticipated. This is so amazing. I want to have this every day now. It'll make your life better. But I think I can go without trying this. I don't think I need to try this ever. I'm going to pass on it, honestly. Over to here is Teddy Beast talking about a politician we discussed. Hello? Uh-oh.
What's up, news junkies?
There you are.
Hey, Sean, listening to what this politician said, if I'm hearing it correctly, she didn't actually say it was the Jeffrey Epstein. Now, was it implied? Yeah, I guess you can say it was implied.
Of course it is.
But technically, she didn't say it was the Jeffrey Epstein. She said a person named Jeffrey Epstein out.
Right, but why is she saying that to begin with? Why is she choosing that name? She's choosing that name because of the implication. And she mentioned this and had no idea who the person was, what was going on, but was willing to say that about her colleagues and put that out there because that's how people view politics now. It's like a zero-sum game where it's constant warfare. And we're attracting all the wrong people to these positions, in my opinion. But we shall see what you think about it. And you can join into the conversation. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, to jury duty when we return, including the hoax story, the updates on this, the court docs right in front of me here. Natalie Green is the woman who pretended she faked Jussie Smollett style, like there was an attack on her. And I've got the actual details that show that this whole thing was a hoax. We'll go over that in jury duty. Plus, a woman kills 3 people and says, why should I apologize? We'll hear from her. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Magic are back at it tonight, hosting the LA Clippers. Paulo Banchero, still recovering from his groin injury, remains out. There's also college hoops tonight. UCF playing at home against Pitt. NFL news: Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield and receiver Emeka Egbuka both limited in practice yesterday, battling an illness. The Bucs are getting ready for a Sunday night game at the Rams. The NFL weekend starts tonight with Houston hosting Buffalo.
Hello.
Discover the incredible offers for yourself at the Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration. At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are solving the unsolvable.
How are you, everybody? Welcome behind the scenes.
Technologies like machine perfusion to increase the number of usable organs, reduce waiting times, and allow more patients.
Hang on 1 second.
Saving liver, heart, kidney, and lung transplants. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done.
Just for the record, these protests in Mexico City are pretty wild. And unique, and I'll tell you why in a moment. The protests going on right now in Mexico City, which have started to get more and more attention, where they've broken down barriers and almost gone into the presidential complex and things. They're interesting because you're probably going to ask yourself the question, well, who's responsible for this violence? These protesters getting violent and stuff, rioting, trying to take over power. Is it the left or is it the right? Who's doing this? Team Red or Team Blue? Who's responsible? And the answer is no. The answer is it's actually another generational protest. It's a Gen Z protest in Mexico City. And they are neither left nor right. They're abandoning all of that. And they are just against what they see as an abuse of power and the old guard in Mexico. But it's heating up. It's getting pretty bad. But for once, it's not like a left-wing, right-wing thing. It's just an age thing. We'll show some of that at some point. Who's Wasson TV? I'm Team Get America, right? What does that mean? Team Get America? I don't know what that means. I'm trying to convert that to English. Are you saying you're Team America and the administration is not? Not a question? Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know why I would have thought it was a question. I mean, you did put a fucking question mark in the sentence, but I have no idea why I would have been so daft as to think it was a question. 90 seconds and we're back. Fishbulb says people are using the One Piece flag as a symbol in Mexico. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. If you see the skull and crossbones flag that they're flying in Mexico City, it is from an anime called One Piece, which comes from one of the most famous mangas of all time. And it's a great, I love it. I love One Piece. But yeah, they've kind of co-opted that. 1 minute. Punctuation is important. Eats, shoots, and leaves. I am not right. Are you okay? Did you steal the keyboard from your mommy? Does your mommy have her milkers out right now and you took the keyboard and you're on the computer? Give the keyboard back to your mom. Give it back to your mom, please. I'd rather talk to her.
This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
HCA Florida West Orange Emergency and Winter Garden is now open 24/7. Visit hcafloridahealthcare.com. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital, not an urgent care center. Services billed at hospital rates.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
Jury duty momentarily. Wait till you hear some of the details for you in this jury duty. That is coming up in just a moment or two. Learn more about the show at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, tons of stuff to dig into. So it's time to just jump right in. Let's do it together. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. It's as simple as that. Right. What this means is if you're out there on the streets and you or somebody that you care about is in an accident and the insurance company is trying to give you the runaround, enough is enough. These billion-dollar greedy insurance companies will drag you around, lowball you, and take advantage of you unless you have some help. So get some help. 800-CALL-MO, 800-CALL-MO, or justcallmo.com.
If Mo was here, he would reiterate. A friend of mine just got into a car accident. They're like, the person who crashed into me totaled her car, mind you. He was so nice. You know, he admitted to everything. He was so nice. I feel very bad. He was an Uber driver or Lyft driver. And I'm like, you're not going against him. That's what he has insurance for. That's what you have insurance for. And I promise you it's going to be more of a headache when you get screwed over versus working with an attorney that you could trust like Mo and getting it done and over with.
That's like a generational thing. We always talk about how everybody went against that poor lady who burned herself on the McDonald's coffee. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, was your coffee hot? And you're like, yes, she burned her vagina. All right, okay? The lady she was given molten hot coffee. McDonald's did something wrong, okay? So you shouldn't always feel bad. You shouldn't. You should do the right thing for you and your family. This is not doing the right thing, though.
Burn off never mind.
Go ahead.
No, it rhymes with DeWitt, but I just can't say it on the radio.
Oh. No, man, because we got so many rules around here.
Yeah, you used to be able to say that.
Yeah, they could say all kinds of stuff over on the cable news networks. Like,
Just they're saying curse words for fun over there.
Must be nice.
It's because it's a random day that ends with a Y. They're saying curse words. The next story that has gotten a lot of people's attention is about a woman named Miriam Yarimi, and she was in a 25-mile-per-hour zone. She had a suspended license, and she was going 68 miles per hour in that 25-mile-per-hour zone.
Ooh.
She plowed into a vehicle and caused some deaths, and she is an influencer in Brooklyn. Not very likable. Not very likable, this lady. But I'll give you some of the details from Fox 5 here, including her and her outbursts in the courtroom. Here
on Ocean Parkway that killed a mother and her 2 young children earlier this year.
Miriam Yarimi broke down in tears after the judge handed down her fate today. Fox 5's Arthur China is live outside the courthouse in downtown Brooklyn with more. Arthur?
Just so you know, she killed 3 people. She killed a mother and her 2 kids in this car, going 68 and a 25 with a suspended license. Yeesh. She got 3 to 9 years.
What the hell?
What?
Which is insane. All right? 3 to 9 years for all 3 of them. And she still was crying in the courtroom and upset about all of this. She got 3 to 9 years for causing a fatal crash, going 68 and a 25 with a suspended license and killing a whole damn family.
Natasha Steve, this driver killed not just the mother, but her 2 young daughters who were just 8 and 3 years old. But her son will serve as little as 3 years in prison for killing them. The judge's decision here today has some wondering what kind of message the courts are sending regarding reckless drivers who kill people on our streets. Nonetheless, the driver, Miriam Yarimi, while she was sentenced today, made a brief statement.
Let's listen. Here she is.
There's a lot of sorrow and pain, remorse, regret. I feel it in my heart.
She said there's a lot of sorrow and hurt and regret in my heart. And I don't think she apologizes, though. She's crying here.
Causing such a tragedy.
For causing such a something tragedy. I
Is
don't know what
this
the other word was.
before the verdict?
The sentencing? I'm
guessing
don't know.
she's handcuffed, so
Yeah, she has her hands cuffed behind her here.
maybe before the sentencing, but I imagine
Maybe.
that her attorney said you can't admit guilt in your statement.
Maybe. Her attorney's holding out a piece of paper. I don't know. Maybe they'll talk about when this was.
Accept full responsibility.
I accept full responsibility. Okay.
Yarimi was sentenced to 3 to 9 years, but she had faced up to 15 years in prison if convicted on the litany of charges for killing 34-year-old Brooklyn mom Natasha Saada and her daughters Diana and Deborah. She also maimed their 4-year-old son. Now, the crash on Ocean Parkway in March sent shockwaves across the city as it was revealed that Yarimi was driving with a suspended license and that her vehicle had racked up more than 90 tickets in just a year leading up to that fatal.
What the hell?
Okay, context. This is wild. Suspended license for what? And then her car racked up 90 tickets. Makes me think it's parking, and they're trying to use a juicy headline.
It says 90 tickets. So she was with a suspended license. She was going 68 and a 25. She got 3 to 9 years. And then it says prosecutors said she showed no sign of braking at all. She was seen using her cell phone shortly before the crash, which left this woman's 4-year-old son hospitalized and his brain bleeding. The case sparked outrage about these super speeders. She had more than 20 speeding tickets at the time of the crash.
Wow,
6 red light camera violations.
Take that back.
And the red light she sped through before hitting the family had been at least the second red light she blew right through on this drive.
What the hell?
That's what this woman was doing. Her sentence was handed down by the judge in Brooklyn Supreme Court, who offered her a lighter sentence in exchange for her guilty plea. Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez had recommended 5 to 15 years, saying she cared about only herself when she wiped away nearly an entire family.
Correct.
His office had highlighted a jail phone call in which she said, per WNYW, why should I apologize? I'm as much a victim as they are.
Oh, my God.
And she got 3 years?
She got 3 years for doing this.
Right.
I don't know who would look at that and say that that's sufficient, but hit us up, tipsathenewsjunkie.com, or record a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. That's messed up, though.
The prosecutor really did some justice, huh?
3 people died, and you might get 3 years?
Like, is that just what you're going to do moving forward in New York City? Everybody is just this victim and you shouldn't give them that much jail time? I don't know, man. I look at that and go, this woman was just blazing through red lights.
And does not care.
Doesn't care.
None of that is being brought up during the trial, or she took a plea deal, obviously.
Yeah, they wanted her to admit guilt.
Baloney, man.
That doesn't seem very fair. Over to the hoax situation. Now, I talked about this earlier, but just in case you missed it, good time to go over to the stream over on YouTube. But this woman was caught in this massive hoax. Her name is Natalie Green. She's 26 years old. The photo of her is here for those of you watching on youtube.com/thenewsjunkie. Everybody else, she's just a 28-year-old woman. And she was found with some politician is racist on her body. And then another part where it says Trump whore. She says she was attacked by these people. They found her zip tied and all this stuff. But the cops, when they started investigating, they realized, oh, this entire thing is made up. Like this is a hoax. This is a Jussie Smollett style hoax. And the whole thing is faked. Now, the crazy thing is that she actually did have insane wounds on her body, and they traced it back to some body modification studio.
Okay, so the Trump whore is on permanent marker, or is that also etched in her body?
I think that's with just a marker, but I cannot be sure. We'll find out.
Is gnarly looking.
It's very bad. Very, very bad for those of you watching. It says in the court docs, Natalie Green, that's her name, did knowingly and intentionally conspire with and agree with co-conspirator one and others to commit certain offenses, including the conveying of false and misleading information, namely the lie that 3 men threatened Green with a gun while binding her with zip ties under circumstances where such information may reasonably have been believed. So basically, she was lying about this attack. In furtherance of this conspiracy and to affect its objects, the following overt acts were committed. There was a search on co-conspirators' cell phones saying zip ties near me. On or about July 23rd, defendant Natalie Green drove from one location to another in Pennsylvania where she paid individual one to cut various portions of her body. So that's a co-conspirator, including her face, her neck, her back, and shoulder with a scalpel. That's what they did this with. So this other person who was like working with her did this with a scalpel. Apparently she called 911. Josh, see if you can find this Natalie Green 911 call, because I haven't even heard that.
Okay.
Number 3 says, defendant Natalie Green drove from Pennsylvania to New Jersey to pick up co-conspirator 1 and drove to this nature reserve where she was found. Co-conspirator 1 called 911 and reported that both she and defendant Natalie Green had been attacked by 3 men at gunpoint after the men called Natalie Green by name and referenced her employment with the political dude that she worked with, this Republican guy. On or about July 23rd, defendant Natalie Green told police officers one or more of the men who attacked her said he had a gun and threatened to shoot her, and that one or more of the attackers held her down and restrained her movement, cutting her body and writing on her body. So, yes, it was written in marker, some of that part.
Is the motive, man.
The lie of all this stuff was that there was a big attack going on. Then they're going over, I'm looking at the actual court documents. I have the text of the 911 call, but Josh, let me know if you can actually find that.
Yeah, I'm not finding the audio anywhere.
All right, because co-conspirator 1 says, I'm here at the nature preserve. I came here with my friend and 3 guys just attacked us. When you say they attacked you, what do you mean? They were attacking her. They were like talking about politics and stuff and calling her names. Did they physically touch her? They said they had a gun and they had a gun with them. Okay, did you see the gun? No, I didn't see it. It's pitch black out here. They were focused on her, she goes on. They were talking about politics. She works for this politician. They were calling her a racist and a whore. What's her name? What's her name? Natalie Green. And so they then get into the investigation. They show her all zip tied up. Of course, this is a hoax before you start feeling bad for her. They show, her shirt was zip tied over her head. They show the photos of her body where it says Trump whore and then somebody is a racist on there. And they're talking now about...
It's on her face, too.
Yeah, it's brutal.
That's so intense.
Yeah. They searched the Maserati they were in and found 2 black zip ties that were similar to the black zip ties that were used to tie her up. They also found a roll of duct tape. They went to gather information about the assault and found nobody. There were lots of statements to the police.
When they searched the location data, they found out that she had gone to this place where her co-conspirator was, and then that's where she was cut up. Why aren't they naming that
person?
I don't know. Maybe they were like working with them and like proving the guilt.
Like she would have gone away with it if it wasn't for
could have been
co-conspirator.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, but it could have been that was the case. And law enforcement talking to her, search of Green's cell phone. On her cell phone, they found her searching for body mods and scarification. A review of her map history showed that she got directions to a tattoo parlor, body modification artist in Pennsylvania.
I can't find this 911 call anywhere.
That could be the co-conspirator. They might not have released it. And then somebody went to the studio. Individual one provided the investigators with copies of his Instagram messages to Green. In those messages, the woman inquired about available types of scarification. Individual one provided with the investigators with photos of her that he took after this had been completed. Oh my God, it is. Ooh. Why would anybody ever?
So gnarly.
It's so bad. All right. I put this up on See It Now earlier, but it is really, really bad what this woman paid somebody to do to them. But they determined that the entire thing was an elaborate hoax, they said. What do you think? Let us know. Send a dispatch over to thenewsjunkie.com. All right, quick break. And back with the Power Hour. I can't imagine letting a human being do that to me. Just like cut you and stuff.
No, and the one on her arm is so deep.
Yeah.
Like that is not, you're not going to put moisturize on it. It's going to go away. It's there forever.
It looks like you would risk just getting infections everywhere, but it's up on See It Now for those of you who do want to take a look. When we come back, a very famous musician is in big trouble. Big trouble. What is this person alleged to have done? We're going to go over that. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Download the all-new iHeartRadio app. Make Real Radio 104.1 number one on your presets, and you could win free stuff at upcoming events.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's nothing much to run into that'll be affecting your ride on the major roadways this afternoon. Although on I-4, you could expect your typical delays piling up, and there's some slowdowns westbound on I-4 before Sand Lake Road due to an accident off to the shoulder there. On State Road 50 at State Road 520, look out for emergency crews on the roadways clearing up an earlier accident. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest here. And if you're looking for some serious fun, head over to ChumbaCasino.com. At Chumba Casino, you can play all your favorite social casino-style games for free anytime, anywhere. It's the most fun you can have on your phone or computer.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Christmas music playing right now on Magic 107.7.
Feliz Navidad.
Magic 107.7.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Orlando's Christmas station.
One of the best gifts a kid can get is a new bike. And Real Radio has your chance to make that dream come true for kids in our community. Join Just Call Mo, Orlando's injury attorney, Core Flooring Center, and Real Radio as we broadcast live from Orlando Harley-Davidson for our annual bike drive. From the Monsters in the Morning to the News Junkie to the Jim Colbert Show, all shows will be on hand as we collect bikes of all sizes. So bring a brand new bike. A new bike helmet wouldn't be a bad thing. And stay for the broadcast. There'll be food trucks and a bar so you can make a day of it. Wednesday, December 10th between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. at Orlando Harley-Davidson. And help us help the kids. Get details at realradio.fm/bike. Thanks to Orlando Harley-Davidson, Core Flooring Center, and Just Call Mode.
Hello. Hang on, everybody. Just finishing up Today I Learned.
Mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift.
Imagine lying about an attack like that. Imagine paying a person to do that much physical damage to your body. Imagine. All right, how you doing? We've arrived in the power hour of the show. Remember, if you don't hit the like button today, Courtney will have to pay the price. You know? It'll be bad. Needless to say. She's probably scared right now. Hey. What? Me. Are you scared? Of what? Of me. No.
You gonna vacuum me? Get to it. I told them that if they don't like the stream, that you are in big trouble. Oh, come on. Okay, there you go. Hey. Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! What's that? Oh. Court document incoming? She can't call the cops on me. It's my property. We already went over this. You are not going to beat me up with that Dyson.
This is pretty heavy. I could hit you pretty hard.
That's a threat.
I said I could.
Oh. Okay, what are you doing now? Okay. Is there anything I can do for you? Okay. You let me know.
Keep entertaining me.
Entertaining you? Oh, I can't do that. Sounded like a threat? It was a threat. You heard it.
As fresh as your food. Go to Zelmans.com. That's ZELMINS.com and use code radio for 15% off.
Under the boardwalk. That's where you're going to find her body. That's what I meant to say. If things go wrong here, under the boardwalk. That's where the hoax lady was. Out in the nature preserve, pretending like you're dead. What's that? Why? Why? What is this, a Powerade for ants? What? Is this an Edge shaving cream for ants? What am I supposed to do with this? Hello, hello. Please hit the like button. Please hit subscribe if you're new around here. We're back to it in just a moment. Less than 2 minutes, actually. I want to see Lady again? No. 138 likes is pathetic. Sad and pathetic. Let's get those numbers up. Let's boost those numbers. NBC News is saying for the first time ever, American car companies are required to test vehicle safety using dummies that are representative of women. What is a woman? Using dummies that are representative of women, it says. So they're going to have to use crash test dummies with tits. For real. This is happening, which makes perfect sense. It's actually kind of unhinged that we haven't been doing crash tests to test people with female anatomy and how they would react in a crash. Pretty unhinged that we weren't already doing that. Okay, we're coming back. Women are dummies. I did not say that. I did not say that.
Middle name.
Most impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors are installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. Visit ReeseWindows.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
I am so proud of you. Seriously, you look great, you are great, and you are with the three best friends you never knew you had, going through the most viral stories of the day. Learn more at thenewsjunkie.com. Grab bag time. I got a bunch of ground to cover here, and we only have so much time to do it in the power hour of the show. So welcome to the final hour of the program, and we start off with somebody from a show that I've never watched before. Maybe one of you has seen this show. Anybody on the show, hands up, seen Real Housewives of Atlanta? I have zero experience.
It's played often in my household. I, as far as Housewives, I'm more of a Potomac gal.
All right, that's the
But I
Washington
know
one.
Atlanta, and I am familiar with the story I believe you're about to bring up.
Do you know Portia Williams?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but she's on this Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I guess she got into some sort of altercation on a plane, and they've now released the body cam footage from the airport. And I could see her, and she's like holding her luggage here in the airport. Josh, stay by the dump button because I don't know if she's going to curse.
I would, but I don't have the dump button.
Oh, okay, good. All right, there you go. Sabrina, stay by the dump button then because I don't know if this Portia lady's going to curse or not. But they had an interaction on a plane. Bootsy says Portia is great. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Is she going to be great in this clip?
The lady who was sitting next to me, I was on my phone, and the volume was up on the phone. And she turned to me out of nowhere, and she said, "So you're going to make me listen to that the whole flight?" And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." And I said,
listen to what?
Am I going to make her listen to my phone?
All right. So she was on her Instagram scrolling her social feed at full volume.
And
that's
going to be annoying.
The lady next to her did not like that, which I don't blame her for, and said, "Are you going to make me listen to that the whole flight?" And she said, "Do you want to?" Which I don't know if these ladies are really trying to be nice to each other here. This sounds a little sarcastic, but let's see what else she says.
Yeah. So I said, "This is before we took off." Yes, even before we took off.
So you guys were in Las Vegas when that happened?
Yes. Yeah.
The plane was on the ground?
Yes.
The door was shut? It was? Okay.
No, the door wasn't shut yet. People were still boarding.
People were still boarding?
Oh, texting me. Okay, I couldn't tell. Okay. So she was like, are you going to make me listen to that the whole time? And I said, "Well, do you want to?" And she said, "No." I said, "Well, it was a nicer way to say that." And she said, "Bitch, you don't tell me bitch." And I was like,
oh, now somebody's throwing out the B word.
Wait, and who's this gal who's just pulling up to get the tea?
Oh, yeah.
First row.
There's somebody with a ponytail. Is this her? Is this the woman?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just telling him what happened.
You were using your phone. It was loud.
Yes.
And she complained about the loud.
Yes, she asked me, "Thank you so much." She
Housewives fans.
Yeah, I think that's
Without
what's
a
happening
doubt.
here. Yeah, I think some of these ladies are like, "Are you okay?" You are totally in the right of what happened. By the way,
I love you on the show. You're my favorite.
Last season was my favorite. I have no idea who this person is, but there are people coming up who are like, "Hey, I know you, I know you, I know you."
She's an OG of Atlanta. She is certainly a staple, from what I understand, of the Housewives.
I am going to say, I don't know if this is going to be unpopular with the Real Housewives people, but it is an obnoxious thing to scroll your social feed with the volume totally up. I've run into it before. I didn't say anything in the moment that I had this happen to me. I told the story originally, but for those of you who didn't hear, I went to the tattoo removal appointment a year or so ago, and there was a dude in the waiting room. It was just me and him. The first annoying thing he did was I counted the seats afterward. There were 14 seats in this tattoo removal place where everybody was sitting there waiting. And I was on a love seat, and he sat down right next to me. There was nobody else in there. Like all of the places.
Like that urinal rule where you have 6 of them on the wall, but he's being next to you, essentially.
Little buffer room would have been nice in this case. Mm-hmm. And this guy sits right down next to me. There was 14 seats. He sat down in the seat right next to me on the love seat. And he proceeds to take out his phone, much like Portia Williams of Real Housewives here. And he goes to his TikTok. And I have never been happier that I got called in for my appointment about 45 seconds later, because his entire algorithm
was wolves howling. That was it. He fired up his TikTok and was like, oh.
Cool guy.
And he's like, oh, yeah. Then he goes to the next one. Oh. It's just everything. It was nothing in his feed except for all videos of wolves howling, full volume next to me.
Plot twist.
On the love seat.
Getting a full back wolf tattoo removed.
It might be.
For some reason.
Yeah, and he feels bad like he's leaving some part of his identity behind.
Unless he would have howled with him, then he would have left. Said,
I didn't know
staying
what to
on
do.
my body.
At some point, I looked over at him like, you serious right now?
Oh, it was twice already, the Bright Line. And they make it a point that they have a section of the train in which you go take your calls.
Mm-hmm.
And a woman behind me had a conference call, full volume. What? I can't hear you. Oh, because I'm on the train right now. Oh, okay. You're cooking what? And finally, the attendant was like, please use the room with the giant letters that says cell phone calls.
Good. I love that
But
they enforce
nothing,
it.
Man.
I love that they enforce it. Too many people want to do that. They want to blast their Bluetooth audio at you on a speaker. They want to play their videos full volume.
It makes me want to buy iPhone and or Android headphones in bulk, so I could just hand it to them. I'm like, it's yours. Just keep it.
And they'll be like, wow, I don't like headphones. I don't
like things in my ears.
Do you like your cell phone? Because I'm going to break it in half. And
I don't. I have a phobia of putting small things in my ears. I think they're going to get stuck. So I only listen at full volume.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's all I can do. I'm so sorry, but that's just the way it is. Anybody a fan of the famed singer? Man, is he talented. Any fans of Smokey Robinson in the house?
Oh, happy Chinooka.
Yeah, happy Chinooka. I forgot about that story.
Oh, I have it
Smokey
somewhere.
Robinson. Who doesn't know how to say Hanukkah?
It was a cameo. Oh, this is it.
But anyway, they wanted me to wish you happy Chinooka. I have no idea what Chinooka is, but happy Chinooka because they said so.
They said so.
He's never seen it written down before.
No. It's like, all right, I don't know
Happy
what it is.
Chinooka.
By the way, if I'm wishing my friend a happy Hanukkah through Smokey Robinson and he sends me that back, I couldn't be more thrilled.
Oh, absolutely.
The Chinooka makes it so much better.
I mean, he did this maybe 5 years ago, and every time around this time of the year, I just say Happy Chinooka.
He's got
Merry
some problems, however. He does. He has some problems on his hands at the moment. He's got some former employees, both male and female, Smokey, that are accusing him of sexual assault.
Ooh.
He's denying the claims, but there's from 4 other employees, there was already charges, and now there's 2 more. So this is 6 total accusers against Smokey Robinson.
2 more, and it's a Chinooka candle.
It is. It's both men and women. And a man who worked as a car valet for Smokey Robinson alleges that Robinson fondled himself in front of him and tried to place the man's hand on his genitals.
Jesus.
Like the 4 initial accusers, the woman worked as a housekeeper, the woman involved, and alleges that Robinson tried to make her touch him while he was showering on numerous occasions. Smokey, what are you doing, man? This is not Chinooka-type behavior. This is really bad stuff, and he denies it. He denies all of these claims.
They
So
wanted me to wish you happy Chinooka.
happy Chinooka, everybody. Oh, it's a good clip. All right. What else do we have? Oh, I wanted to mention raining on parades here. Just raining on parades. The critics are now coming out and saying that the new Wicked movie sucks. They are saying
what a surprise.
it is no good. And when I looked this up, I was like, oh, this is kind of crazy. Critics are crapping on Wicked for good. I guess a lot of the critics didn't necessarily like the first one.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm
let's
not going
see.
to believe them.
Wicked for good. Well, I mean, this is just their opinion on this. This is what they think. But overall, the movie is gonna make a lot of money.
I'm going to
need this
Thanksgiving.
necessarily. This is the Hollywood Reporter saying it. Wicked for Good simply doesn't have enough narrative oxygen. It's just disappointing, says somebody else. Another critic. There's a crucial ingredient missing: humor. Without it, the spark is extinguished. The astringency
Humorous.
that cut through the sentimentality of the first picture is gone. So they're saying this one doesn't have the humor that the first one had. Despite two brilliant lead performances from Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, Wicked for Good cannot transcend Universal's original sin of prioritizing profit over storytelling.
Wow.
Then some good reviews, of course. The whole plot circles around itself, and more pointedly, the plot tells an entirely different story. The first half of Wicked on screen was mediocre. The second is equally bad, just in different ways.
Sound like some Scrooges.
They didn't like it. They're not fans of Wicked for Good. Let's see, though. What's the total? I want to know how they're doing overall, because it doesn't matter if a couple of people thought it sucked. What matters is, total review score, 71 for the reviewer, the actual critic people, losers, and 97 from the popcorn meter, which is crazy considering it's not even out yet. So, but there's the 2,500 plus people who have seen the previews and verified, put their scores on this movie at 97%. So if you like the first one, you're probably going to like this one, but there are some people who are just crapping all over the new Wicked movie that comes out tomorrow. Tell us what you think. Maybe you already saw it. Let us know what you think. Send that over to your thoughts over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, when we come back, we'll get into those. Some feedback on your part, a comment from Elon Musk that's getting some attention, and a whole bunch more as we roll on a Thursday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 10.
Hello!
There's nothing much to run into that'll be affecting your ride on the major roadways this afternoon.
Under the boardwalk.
Typical delays piling up, and there's some slowdowns westbound on I-4 before Sand Lake Road due to an accident off to the shoulder.
Come on!
On Steep Road 50 at Steep Road 520, look out for emergency crews on the roadways cleared up an earlier accident. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the traffic center on James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
Stop putting little things over here. Stop putting little things in my studio. What the hell is going on? So now, she has, for some reason, brought in a miniature Coke, miniature shaving cream, and a miniature Powerade. I don't know why. Today I learned Courtney is a hoarder. You could have stopped at the beginning part. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Work with an expert and a friend that you can trust by going to
I kid.
that.com.
You think it's a tiny hand joke? You can't make a tiny hand joke with tiny things. It would have been hilarious if she put a Powerade that was like this big in here, and then it made my hands look tiny. All right, we're back in just a moment. Where's the miniature condom? What the hell, dude? Congratulations. You went weirdo of the day.
Solar Source is available now, and they've helped so many people here in Central Florida save money. And now you can go to Solar Source and get a whole solar system package as low as $89 a month. Guaranteed annual performance, maintenance included, no money, and you can eliminate
If you put something,
power bill. Solar Source is
I am.
SolarSource.com/monsters. That's SolarSource.com/monsters.
I can't take it anymore. When I crack and I attack her, you guys have to talk to the cops. What did she draw? Okay. I get it. So this is supposed to make it look like my hands are little, I guess. The small things, I don't know. Why do we have a giant donut? I don't know. Although I do think this could work. Hang on. I can't get my head through there. Thoughts? Good luck? I thought I might be able to get it over my head, but I can't. Turns out that's not big enough. Right there. If she puts one more thing in the studio, I'll probably kill her. A hemorrhoid pillow? Could be. Let's test it. All right, let's say I got hemorrhoids, and I'm sitting right here, in Josh's seat. Oh. It's quite nice, actually. I promise you, if any of you get hemorrhoids really bad and you want to borrow this, I will let you borrow it because it really is nice for that. I mean it. This is like really, it's probably the world's greatest hemorrhoid pillow. Holes on holes? True. Holes all the way down. I gotta put a stop to this. Hey! Do me a favor. I know that you're just kind of like screwing around, but this is a professional radio show. I don't need you interrupting me. What are you laughing at? I don't need you interrupting me. I don't need your tiny things. I don't need your big things. Don't, you're going to choke yourself with that. I am trying to do a professional radio show. Take your donut back, please. Take the bag off your head. Take the bag off your head. Try to be professional. This is a workplace. That is comfortable to sit on, by the way. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. I'm not kidding. Check Discord for what? I'm scared. Don't, you're going to choke yourself with that, Sean DeCourtney. Yeah, she had a bag over her head. I wouldn't call it professional. Sir, I would argue that I am probably the most professional broadcaster left in the business. I am the most talented, skilled, and professional broadcaster that still exists in the business. Who else is doing it like me? Anybody? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Now hold on to your butts. We're coming back. And I'm angry now. Here we go.
.com, where engagement's middle name.
Hey, it's Ed Helms, host of Snafu, my podcast about history's greatest screw-ups. On our new season, we're bringing you a new snafu every single episode.
32 lost nuclear weapons? You're like, wait, stop? What?
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of history, a whole lot of funny, and a whole lot of fabulous guests. Paul Scheer, Angela and Jenna, Nick Kroll, Jordan Klepper. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Snafu with Ed Helms, and listen now.
Do you own a small business? A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Coming soon.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com.
Mexico City, in fact, the capital. And it's kind of making me glad that I didn't choose that as our Christmas vacation destination. Things have been crazy in Mexico City. Just in case you haven't been following this, there are big protests. And I was talking a little bit with Skull Mike folks who are watching the stream on YouTube and Twitch during the break about this earlier. But in case you're not tuned in,
you'll probably go like, who's protesting in Mexico City, right? What's going on? Who's protesting? And then you're going to ask the really, really simplistic question, is it left-wing people or right-wing people, right? Like, who's responsible? And the answer in this case is it's just Gen Z. It's not even like left-wing or right-wing. It's not even partisan at all. It's not a political thing like that. It's just Gen Z people in Michigan. Not Michigan, Mexico City. Excuse me. Go ahead.
It's
not Michigan.
the Mexico of the United States. Wasn't that just happening in a Latin American country that they had to like helicopter the politicians out by rope?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure.
And it was all Gen Z.
Yeah,
Don't you remember we talked about this?
Yeah. Nepal. This was Nepal, I believe, that
Not
you're
Latin
talking
America,
about.
I'm sorry.
Close enough.
Yeah, but it was the same thing where people said, well, what kind of protest is it? Is it like they want to compare it to our country? So is it Republicans or Democrats? Who's responsible? Left-wing people or right-wing people? It's just younger people. Now, strangely enough, the protest that I'm looking at is not young people. It's an old lady who is very upset right now.
I'm Gen Z.
And a part of these protests. And Mexico's president, the woman who's in charge of Mexico right now, maintains a level of popularity still. She's still fairly popular. I forgot.
Claudia Sheinbaum.
That's right. That is correct. Yeah, Claudia Sheinbaum. And she's the one who got touched by some rando in the streets the other day. And she is a left-leaning politician, but these people are not right-leaning people against her. They're just young protesters. And they're upset about the state of the economy. They're very, very upset. One key thing is corruption. And once people think that the government is irreparably corrupt, you're kind of in big trouble. And that's what young people feel is going on in Mexico City right now. I'm trying to see some other streams here. This says Mexico's Gen Z hits the streets again. They got nothing on this feed, though.
Unreal.
I know. I can't accept this kind of nonsense. All right, here's some more people out in the streets. They had surrounded the parliament at one point in time. So many of them have these One Piece flags, which if you don't know what that is, One Piece is probably the most popular anime and the most popular manga, you might argue, in the world. And it has a pirate kid with some superpowers, and he has a flag, and the One Piece flag is what they're waving at this protest. So there's something kind of nice about it not being like political as much as it is like a generational thing. I do kind of appreciate that. But that is what's happening. And they're all over in the streets of Mexico City right now. Let's see what else we can find out about this real quick. Mexico protest. Because I want to see if they have any like demands. I know corruption is a big, big thing. Crime and corruption. Here's the BBC talking about this. Actually, let me see this here. This might help. In November 2025, a series of anti-government demonstrations were held across Mexico following the assassination of a mayor by the name of Carlos Manzo. The protest expressed dissatisfaction with the administration of President Claudia Sheinbaum, particularly over the federal response to drug-related violence and alleged official negligence. Now, they think that all of these leaders, and let me just be the first person to tell you, they're right about this. These young folks are right. The leaders in Mexico, the leaders in Central America, and the leaders in South America are mostly corrupt cartel friends.
What?
They are very, 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 very much in the pockets of the cartels, including in Venezuela, including at least to some certain extent in Mexico. And they feel like there was a person publicly assassinated, Carlos Manzo, in Uruapan. I'm probably saying that totally wrong. The protest expressed dissatisfaction with the administration, and it took place in major cities. It's about cartel violence because, of course, they're tired of this stuff. Of course, they're tired of the cartel violence in Mexico. And like, imagine in our country, in the United States of America, greatest country in the world. Imagine in the United States of America, there was an entire city that was controlled by gangsters. There's an entire city that wasn't under the power and control of the federal government or the state government. That's unthinkable, but that's the reality all across in different areas of Mexico where the cartels are actually in trouble.
They tried that with Vegas and it got shut down pretty quickly.
They got nowhere near where the cartels are power-wise. I mean, really, truly, there's areas of Mexico where they are in full control of the security there, and people are done with it. They don't want it anymore. But it's super interesting to me that it's not right-wing, not left-wing, none of that stuff. It's Gen Z. They want a recall and electoral reform. That's what they're looking for. Transparency and auditing in voting. Representation and security. And citizen inclusion is what they're asking for here. Huge crowds of people in Mexico City.
Huge asks.
Doesn't seem crazy to me. Seems like a pretty basic thing. Maybe that's why it's bipartisan. They're like, hey, I agree with that too. Hang on just a moment. Let us know, any of you listening in Mexico City, give us some more insight. We're always interested in getting your perspective. Elon Musk making a comment about AI in our future. Let's see what he said here.
AI and humanoid robots will actually eliminate poverty. And Tesla won't be the only one.
Hang on, let me turn this up. He says, he's now saying AI and humanoid robots, which he's a little vested because they're selling the robots over there.
Yeah, and he's almost a billionaire, but a trillionaire, I'm sorry.
But AI and humanoid robots will actually eliminate poverty. And Tesla won't be the only one that makes them. I think Tesla will pioneer this, but there will be many other companies that make humanoid robots. But there is only basically one way to make everyone wealthy, and that is AI and robotics.
And we can't talk about robotics without...
So he's saying the robots and AI will make everybody wealthy, and it'll eliminate poverty, which I'm not as confident in as he is. I am confident that it will eliminate jobs. AI and robots will eliminate all of the jobs. It's going to be over.
It'll make people wealthy if you've got the money to invest in it, but
the only
poverty,
way,
I don't know where it comes into play.
The only way it could really, really work, and I hope it does, I hope that as all these jobs are annihilated by AI and by robots and stuff, that we say, let's put the robots to work. Let's use all the funds that the robots generate and have some basic income for people who are put out of work because of AI and robots, because that is going to be the story of the next 2 decades for sure. But will it eliminate poverty? Will everybody be wealthy because we got the robots and the AI? Let us know what you think. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. Last thing for now, this is just the latest frustrating story like this. You may have heard that there was a poor woman who was attacked on the train in Chicago recently. She did nothing. There was no reason for this attack at all. This woman was attacked out of the blue by a random dude on the train who said, I'm going to set your bitch ass on fire, and lit the woman on fire on the train. And the CBS News Chicago report started talking about this guy, and I'm like, how many times do you need to see this until you're on the same side of it as I am? Because
this is a new story. This is aside from the woman that was set on fire just a couple months ago.
Yeah, this happened just recently in Chicago.
We now have a trend.
And this guy, now listen to him.
This is Lawrence Reed's most recent booking photo, the latest in a long string of lockups. We found 49 arrests, including 10 felony cases and an active aggravated battery case from August, in which Reed was accused of hitting a social worker at McNeil Psychiatric Hospital, causing loss of consciousness, 2 ER visits, and lasting memory issues, headaches, and daily nausea. Jesus. The Cook County State's attorney asked a judge to keep Reed in custody until his trial for the August battery, but one judge put him on electronic monitoring.
Awesome. These judges are fantastic. They are really doing a bang-up job. The guy violently attacked somebody. What did they say, 40 times he'd been arrested? 49 prior arrests?
And I'll have to verify by looking on, my TikTok, but some TikToker just kicked that guy's ass.
This guy here?
Because and said, how many times are they going to let you out? If they're not going to do anything about it, I'm going to find you. And he kicked his ass. And if it's the same dude, he's out and lit a woman on fire.
Yeah, the judge had an opportunity here to keep him behind bars. The prosecutor, in a rare case of prosecutors doing this, was saying, please keep this dangerous man behind bars. The judge said no. And the judge released the guy again. And now he lit a woman on fire, burning her all over her body. And this guy has a long history of arrests, 49 prior arrests, 10 felonies. I don't know how many times we need to hear about these stories. The vast majority of crime is done by these repeat offenders. They're doing it over and over and over again. In some cases, we're let down by the DAs and the prosecutors who don't want to go after people because they want to make it look like their crime stats are getting better under their authority, or people who are into social justice stuff trying to like lower the prison population or whatever. And or in cases when the DA and when the prosecutors actually do say, please keep this person behind bars, they're dangerous, then the judge goes, nah, don't worry about it. I don't have to deal with this stuff. It's not in my real world. 49 prior arrests, 10 felonies, including knocking somebody unconscious in this August. Now, the reality of all of this is that this guy is a person who I think is probably very, very, very mentally ill, and I want him to get help.
Probably, I would say 99%. Yes.
I want this guy to get help because he's a mentally ill person, but this is why we need a dramatic change. We need people to stop viewing our homeless population as a bunch of people who just missed the last payment on their mortgage and start understanding that there is a big chunk of the homeless population that is mentally ill and addicted. And the mental illness part turns into these people who are arrested over and over and over and over again and commit these violent acts. We have to rethink everything. And it is not, I'll say it for the millionth time, it is not some emotionally decent thing to do. It is not some empathetic move to keep people like this on the streets. That's not actually getting them help. Maybe you disagree? Let us know. Send a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right. Here is EB and WPB in West Palm Beach. First of all, thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for being out there in West Palm Beach land. I'm looking for the West Palm clip this entire time, just in case you were wondering. Did I lose it? I always lose this one. And then yeah. All right, forget it. Forget it, folks. I'll never find it again. Anyhow, oh, no, it's here, isn't it? Hold on. It's right here. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, I didn't pull any of the steam out of it at all. EB says, I have a theory on why the podcast is now a terrible listening experience for us. Well, I hope it's not terrible. When you guys go to break on a podcast, there's no commercials. It's a little rejoiner. It comes back to the show. So my theory is iHeart is not making enough money, so they decide to interject their commercials during your segment. Just my theory is the listening experience is getting worse and worse because the stories are getting better. And once you get into a story, it cuts into a 5-minute commercial about a sofa or an insurance company. I know it's nothing you guys are up to because I've been listening for years. And always, it's been a great experience. Just my theory, says EB. I don't know why that keeps happening. It's just they're injecting commercials. It's usually at the beginning of the show, the podcast. Look, the podcast is very, very popular. I told them, can we manually put the commercials in here? They told me no, because it would change the way all the other shows on the station have to do it. So they didn't want to do that. Because I would have just said, look, I'll push the things in manually, and that's where they'll play in the podcast. I've tried everything I can. I'll continue trying everything I can to try to make the podcast a great experience. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize profusely if you're stuck in that situation. Thank you, podcasters, for sticking with us. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Music Weekends, a classic alternative.
I said, remember that love is what I got.
Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.
Drop into the upper 50s and low 60s tonight. Friday, pretty much a copy and paste of what we saw today. Temperature is going to rise into the low 80s with beautiful sunshine as we head through your Friday.
This report hello.
Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is our show apartment inside your Macy's store, where you can find so many holiday essentials, all for under $25. With new arrivals every day, you never know what Macy's deals you'll find. Don't wait, find the location at Macy'sBackstage.com.
That'll do.
HBO's 85th anniversary sale is going on right now. They are celebrating.
Rate the show, everybody. Rate the show.
Top appliance brands, including
financing and up to $1,300 in exclusive rebates.
Rate the show. 10 out of 10 is a winner. 10 out of 10 is not a little tiny shaving cream thing. It is a big, massive winner. 1 out of 10 is F. It's an F. It's not good. 8.7 hemorrhoid donut pillows out of 10. I'll take it. 8.2 crash breast dummies out of 10. 7.5. 8.9 giant lifesavers. 6 out of 10 mommy milkers. 3.7 leg lifts out of 10. I got it. I put it on here. This is literally 4.5 feet tall. I put it up on top of it. Ugh, huh? Ugh. Yeah. And that's all you give me? Oh, I think I pulled something. Oh. Shark bait, I'll try. Oh, I pulled something. That was bad. 10 out of 10 cans of fermented fish. Oh! I gotta go get to the alert. And we gotta find out who chatter of the day is. I hurt myself. I pulled something on my leg trying to put my leg up in the air again. Because somebody gave me a low score. And they said I could get a better score if I put my foot up. I gotta go get Today I Learned. Don't call me a mess. Don't say I'm a mess. She just keeps saying it. Okay, chatter of the day. Coco, sad, never been chatter of the day. Well, let's keep that up then. Let's keep that stretch going. Another day and you still haven't been chatter of the day. Chatter of the day is Courtney. 2 suggestions for that. No. No. No.
It's more than a meal. It's a celebration of the people, the land, and the passion behind
2 minutes and we're coming back.
Fresh from Florida. Trust is grown here.
I'll tell you who the chatter of the day is.
Sound familiar?
First things first, they are over on YouTube. They're on the YouTube platform. It's one of you, YouTubers. It's one of you that is chatter of the day. And you are amazing. You are stunning, in a word. Stunning is what I would say. You bring it. When they tell you not to do it, you do it anyway. When they tell you you couldn't do it, you do it anyway. And you did it today. And that's why our chatter of the day is Eddie Hernandez on YouTube. Eddie Hernandez. You know him, you hate him, and yet he's there every day. Ready, Eddie. Eddie Hernandez, our chatter of the day. 90 seconds. I just got a news push notification from 2020 apparently, because it says, just in, Ariana Grande says she tested positive for COVID. Well, I mean, if current COVID could take anybody down, it's Ariana Grande, honestly. It would be her. Eddie, the Obama lover? Oh, Eddie, they're coming at you, pal. Eddie's our chatter of the day. Love it or hate it. That's what's happening. God bless everybody. Hit that like button. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, all that good stuff. See? How is Jane Fonda? Jane Fonda's alive. For now.
40% off your first year at lifelock.com with the promo code BECK. Terms apply.
Let's talk turkey.
The free iHeartRadio app is the #1 app for radio. No stuffing.
Just live radio, 24/7 news, live sports, and your favorite podcasts. And you can save them all with easy presets.
Get what millions are already thankful for.
The free iHeartRadio app.
The #1 app for radio.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. Fall for a brooding duke. Dive into a steamy romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas. Or find the perfect rom-com from Lily Chu. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
Send us a dispatch and join the ranks of the great 5%ers.
Just give me a big crystal award and bring it to me on a platter and say thank you. Thank you, Sean, because somehow I've done it. I haven't left us this much time at the end of the show in like 4 weeks. I don't think we've had. It's usually like 2 minutes in the final segment of the show. So thank you. Thank me. And thank everybody for hanging out with us today on a lovely Thursday. You could still join us. You have a little bit of time as we do the final dispatches.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
You don't know me. You don't know me, AI song guy. Mind your own business. Over to the final dispatches. Here's Shelby talking about this cruise murder mystery.
Hey, Junkies, podcast listener. Y'all were talking about the 18-year-old who died on the cruise ship, and y'all were struggling. Do we call her a girl? Do we call her a woman? Do we call her a teenager? What do we call her? Y'all just take the easy route and just call her an 18-year-old female.
18-year-old female? Yeah, it sounds a little like strangely descriptive for some reason. Yeah, I said kid a lot. I said kid because she's a student. And then I felt weird about saying kid because if I was 18, I probably don't want somebody calling me a kid. If I'm 18, I'll be like, I'm an adult. Don't refer to me as a kid, even if I'm in high school right now. But regardless, thank you, Shelby. Appreciate that.
You're still a teenager, though, right?
Yeah, at 18, obviously. Yeah, you're still a teenager. But if you're 18, are you a kid?
No, but
wait, hold on. Wait. Let's see. I mean, what is the definition of kid? Because a child or young person, that's a little bit too, that's too general, really. It's not helping us out that much. Anyhow, let's go back over to the dispatches. We got time for one more. Here's Optimist. Hello?
Hey, News Junkies.
Hey, you.
I have a story, and forgive me if you've already heard about it and know about it, but there's this young couple, and the boyfriend is proposing to his girlfriend in a basilica in a church.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the proposal, so they have like a photographer and the video set up. In the middle of it, this random guy walks into the camera shot and just starts like confessing that he's a murderer. He's murdered many people, but he's asking for forgiveness and he doesn't want to hurt any more humans.
Is this real?
Just totally bizarre and out there. And I don't know any more than that, but maybe you guys can look into it.
That's weird.
Yeah, the guy's mentally ill. I'll need a little bit of digging. Maybe we can cover it tomorrow. But yeah, just in the middle, the guy paid a.
It's old?
No, it just happened.
Oh,
but
just
it was.
happened.
I saw the story time of the couple, and that's the most exciting thing that's ever happened in their lives. But they were. The guy paid a lot of money to have the videographer and set it up to do after mass in this particular spot, and all of a sudden you just see the guy's like from chest down, then he gets into the frame and he goes, I'm a murderer. I've killed a lot of people. I don't want to do it anymore. And then some lady's like, Bradley, stop. Bradley, stop. And he's like, I just don't want to kill anybody. I murdered people. And the rest is a mystery. They're waiting to hear back from the police.
Bradley? Yeah.
And Bradley and see who he actually murdered and if anyone stopped them.
That's a little concerning. I saw a YouTube video recently with somebody like interrupting a wedding like that. And it was a whole wedding procession in this public space walking by. and some old guy just happened to be there with his wife, and he thought it was funny to do the old guy thing. And he's like, "Don't do it. It's not too late. Run as fast as you can. Don't get married." And I'm like,
"That's so weird.
What are you doing here? Like, I know you think you're just being the wacky, fun old man, but these people are literally in the middle of their wedding. It's not about you. This moment is probably not about you." Last one. Here we go. Here's 2 tickets to Pound Town.
What is up, news junkie?
Hey, how you doing?
On that fish thing in a can, which is disgusting. Thanks for the warning, Sean.
Rough.
Listen, I think we all know that Arthur Curry, Aquaman, is king of Atlantis.
True.
What some people may not know is in later comics, Arthur had a son, and they named him Albert.
All right.
And unfortunately, that kid was, unfortunately caught some nets and became that thing that y'all were talking about. It's a bad joke, but I'm sticking with it to the end. That's all I got.
I like how he still hit send. He knew his joke was catastrophically bad, and he still hit send on it. It's brave, sir. All right, we're out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Thursday, November 20th, 2025. Today I learned this movie right here.
Exorcist?
That's right, Josh. Yes, indeed. A background actor in The Exorcist was later convicted of murder and has further been implicated as a serial killer. What would have been crazy is if he was shouting it out during the filming, interrupting what they were doing. I'm a murderer. Just want you to know, okay? And finally, today I learned this song right here.
Parkway.